that Rachel Kun is in Ghana. Whom are you referring to?
Well, today I'm not seeing communication from the speaker of the Ghanaian Parliament, okay, to attend the government, to attend the event.
What does that mean?
We gotta move forward. This country has to move forward.
We're moving forward. We're moving forward. The reason why I call you because I didn't want to speculate on that communication. So I call Honorable Thomas Romeo Quia, and he is speaking. But he just needed to be as clear as possible so we can move forward. Whom are you?
So because Clarence, I have not seen the communication that invited Speaker Cooper. I have not seen it. I had no idea at some point in time that he was to go to Ghana. He was invited. I didn't see that communication, so I can't speak to its authenticity. But I did saw a communication from the speaker of the Ghanaian Parliament inviting Rachel Kun and others. I did see that, so I'm speaking to what I saw. I guess what I didn't see.
But in that communication, the Ghanaian Parliament Speaker is referring to Rachel Kun as the Right Honorable Speaker. Do you agree with the Ghanaian Parliament Speaker that Rachel Kun is your speaker?
I was not part of the decision that generated that invitation.
So who is the speaker?
So get me right. I just said that then I didn't have the occasion of seeing and Speaker Kofa and invitation. I did see the one that came from the Ghanaian speaker inviting Moko, as Speaker of the Liberian government, to attend the inauguration of the new president.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the most listened to radio breakfast show in Liberia, the OK Morning Rush.
Time to get out of bed. Time to put on the radio. Oh, you've already put it on.
More breakfast.
OK Morning Rush.
The biggest hits on the biggest breakfast show.
You're waking up with Clarence Jackson
on your favorite radio station.
Wake up in the morning, look around you, look around the environment, pull away the window curtains, look at distance, think about the breeze, think about the rain in the morning. Sometimes the wind is blowing. Just look at all of these things, do a reflection. Think about nature, your neighbors. Think about the environment. Think about the sick people in your community, the blind, the crippled, the widow. Think about the privileged. the rich, in other words. Look at the streets. Look at the flowers in the yard. Wonders of God. Appreciate God every morning. Good morning to all of you. How are you this morning? Today is 26 May 2026. Good to go. This is the OK Morning Rush on 99.5. I say all these things to remind you there is a God. Oh yes, there's always been a God who made the heaven and the night. The songwriter says only the fool will say there is no God. Good morning, my name is Piso. I'll tell you what's coming up after messages from our different sponsors on the show this morning. We're in the rainy season already. Drive with care, take time, check the brakes, check everything on the car. Sometimes you don't want to trust it, you know. Yeah. The beauty of life is not whether you are happy, but how others can be happy because of you. Did you see your neighbor yesterday? Do you walk around your community sometimes when you have the opportunity to do so? What are you doing for your community, for your environment? Are you mobilizing the young people to brush around? When people come to your yard to ask you for help, for direction, for advice, do you listen to them? Or do you tell them I'm not around? What kind of neighbor are you? Let's take a break. Join our sponsors. Lots of things coming in my head this morning. Just thinking about a life well lived. We'll be right back.
The Liberia Revenue Authority, LRA, informs all taxpayers and the general public of the ongoing registration exercise for medium and large taxpayers in preparation for the transition to the value-added tax VAT regime. The registration process includes the deployment of an electronic invoicing system in accordance with Section 55C of the Revenue Code of Liberia as amended and the Income Tax EFD regulation. All concerned taxpayers are encouraged to register online on the LRA website www.lra.gov.lr by clicking on the Online Services tab, selecting GST or VAT registration and completing the registration process. A team from the LRA will visit your premises to provide support for the registration process. Taxpayers are strongly advised to fully cooperate with the LRA registration teams to ensure successful registration and smooth deployment of the electronic invoicing system. Failure to comply with the registration requirements may result in penalties as prescribed under the amended Revenue Code, including other punitive measures. Please note that pursuant to the Liberia Tax Amendment Act of December 2025, approved on March 24, 2026, the Goods and Services Tax GST rate has been adjusted from 12% to 13% as part of efforts to facilitate a smooth transition to the value-added tax VAT system in 2027. For more information, visit the LRA website www.lra.gov.lr or call 0770 572 572. Signed, Margaret P. Crote, Commissioner, Domestic Tax Department.
The National Road Fund of Liberia, in partnership with internationally renowned energy experts, Dr. Carol Daw and Dr. Sharon Lussin of the Colorado School of Mines, proudly announces the second edition of its professional capacity building training. This impactful 3-day program is designed to strengthen leadership, strategic coordination, and professional excellence within Liberia's energy and infrastructure development sector. As petroleum revenues generated through fuel levy continue to support road construction, rehabilitation, and maintenance across Liberia, this year's training will focus on improving petroleum revenue governance and strengthening infrastructure financing for sustainable national development. Professionals from government institutions, infrastructure agencies, petroleum-related sectors, and academic institutions are highly encouraged to participate from May 19 to 21. This initiative is being offered as a pro bono contribution through the efforts of Dr. Carol Daw and Dr. Sharon Lussin of the Colorado School of Mines in support of the country's national development agenda. For participation and additional information, visit the National Road Fund of Liberia office today.
Liberia! Whoa! What you hearing so, my people? No more bluffing your friend about Ghana business or Nigeria. To go Ghana in Nigeria right now, easy jelly ice. Code like my pocket. Vacation on West again. Easy. Now listen to me and listen well. The GHLRB Express Transport Incorporated, Equa Station, Topo Village, right near the Simosis Funeral Home. Now West from Liberia to Ghana, the people say like $100 USD. From Liberia to Nigeria, the people say like 180 USD. From Sierra Leone to Ghana, the people say like 150 USD. And the only thing you need to get, like get your traveling papers. Forget about the borders and the checkpoints. The people will take care of it. Talapia fish will give me sour belly again. Eba e ogusi, mo memi pepe man say again. GHLRB Expert Transport Incorporated. We see you, man. Air conditioned buses waste, and the people into cargo, yeah. If you go Ghana, Nigeria, buy your goods. The people get brand new trucks that can bring your goods for years. But here in Liberia, I'm talking, you don't even get one conscience to ask me, say in Jamaica, what the people numbers. Now listen to me and listen well. If you are in Liberia, you can call them on +231 775 934753 or 0772 796077. Or if you are in Ghana, you can call them on +233 244 274847 or +233 5532 32169. If you call and Abdul Razai answer, tell him say that I in Jamaica, the big boy that in Ghana every weekend. Give me the number, baby.
You want flash or your banking? No stress, standing online.
Check out, mommy. Are we running LLA so?
Mommy, Aledo, I'm going to join a bank line nah, before the place get packed.
Bank line?
Yeah.
Hey, check out, you really wasting time in the player. You not hear about the Bloomberg digital app yet?
Bloomberg app? You sure that thing really working?
My man, what are you talking so? The thing working. On that app, you know what all you can do?
No.
You making phone, my man. So you just press small. You tap small. You can send money right away. You pay your bill. You check your balance. You can even borrow small money right on your telephone.
You mean all that thing can really happen inside the one phone?
Yeah, so it working everywhere in Liberia with HNC banking and even all around Africa. You can even use your own currency. And you know what what currency? You can use it in your own Liberian dollar.
Then I'm inside for good. From today, call me Papa Bloomberg Ticketer.
My people, You all go to the Google Play Store and the Apple Store. We download the Bloomberg app. So our life can be easy. My people, we ready to bloom. Oh. Bloomberg Africa. Make it happen.
You want flash or your banking?
In a small community, election time is getting closer, but not every woman feels safe to speak.
Mother, I hearing things so.
What did that?
People say if I continue the campaign, I will face problem.
Now what kind of problem now?
They say women are supposed to be in politics.
Hey.
They say I should step down.
Hey Allah.
I'm gonna take my hand from politics.
Oh, and I will say that one now.
I don't even know, but the news spreading.
Fear begins to grow, but so does courage.
Allah, listen to me. Nobody get it right to threaten you, yeah?
Sir. I'm scary, oh.
What you get scared for now?
I don't want trouble.
As a woman, standing up, is that problem? Violence and intimidation against you, the women and the girls then in politics. That one can be the problem. So because you woman, you stand up, and that problem.
A few young people gather around.
We hear it too. People trying to silence her.
Hey, that one there is wrong. It's very wrong. Let me tell you something. It will keep quiet tomorrow. It will be different woman. So when I keep quiet on that one there.
So what I should do now?
Keep doing. What are you doing? We stand tighter together. We stand stronger as a community. Don't be scared, yeah? We'll be on you. We'll give you a hand. What are you scared for?
Yes, we support you, Hawa. No more fear.
Hey, yeah, no woman.
Hey, I only want to serve my people. I want better future for our daughters.
Hawa, let me tell you, you get a right to do that one there. Without fear, don't be scared. Without thirst, don't be scared of anybody. We'll be on you. We'll give you the support, yeah? Let it be clear. Violence against a woman in politics, it will not happen here. That one, it will not happen here. No.
Courage spreads. Silence is broken.
I will keep on with my campaign, not just for me, but for every girl child.
Violence and intimidation have no place in leadership. Support women to lead safely and freely. A message from the Organization for Women and Children, OWACH, in partnership with the African Women Leaders Network, AWIN, Liberia chapter, and supported by UN Women under the Wadi Women's Leadership Program and funded by the European Union.
If you have a single barrel shoulder gun for hunting, traditional ceremonies, sports or recreation, go and register it with the Arms Commission. President Joseph Boakai says, don't be afraid.
This is a call for all Liberians and legal residents in possession of firearms to take advantage of Executive Order number 162 to register their firearms with the Liberia National Commission on Arms, the government institution responsible for regulating firearms in Liberia. Registering your firearm promotes safety and ensures you remain in compliance with the law. Do not harbor any fear of arrest or punishment. For more information, please call 0887 333 394 or 0772 240 240. A message from the Liberia National Commission on Arms.
Go and register your gun with the Arms Commission for the sake of peace.
Are you ready for an electronics upgrade? Get ready for more Samsung. Hadid Electronics, your sole distributor for Samsung product in Liberia, is thrilled to let you know about our Samsung showroom in Congo Town. That's right, located opposite Executive Car Rental and adjacent to Platinum International Hotel. Our new Congo Town branch is your destination for all things Samsung. Step into our stunning Samsung showroom and discover the latest and greatest. We've got Samsung televisions globally acclaimed in every size imaginable. The world's #1 brand. Experience breathtaking visual with our 4K Smart TV. But that's not all. When the heat is rising and you need it cool, step into comfort. Make that smart move. Samsung air conditioners, the best in town. Fast cooling power that brings temps down. Anti-corrosion, built to last. Quality and comfort, unsurprised. And if you need help, don't you fear, our service center is always near. Upgrade your kitchen with the latest Samsung gas stove and make laundry day a breeze with Samsung advanced washing machine and dryers. Our latest Samsung microwaves are here. Keep your food perfectly fresh with Samsung ice boxes and freezers. Here's the biggest part. For a limited time, enjoy special offer on all Samsung items at our new Congotown showroom. Don't miss out. Rush now to Hadid Electronics Samsung showroom in Congotown before stocks run out. Call us today 0886 511 005 0777 511 005. Hadid Electronics Samsung showroom in Congotown, adjacent to the Platinum International Hotel, where original Samsung products live.
Your cars, generators, and other machines can last much longer when you use the right kind of petroleum products to power your engines. Sunek Group, located on Bushwood Island, is dealer and distributor of high-quality petroleum products across Liberia at available prices. At Sunek Group, we sell and distribute high-quality petrol, gas, and diesel fuel to fueling stations across the nation. Our highly trained, professional, and customer-friendly staff are always waiting and ready to serve you. We deliver your petroleum products to your destinations on time. No worries. Power your engines with the right kinds of petrol, oil, and gas today and save time and money. Come to Sunek Group, your one-stop distributor of high-quality petrol, oil, and gas. We are located in a BMC building opposite UBA Bank, just a block away from LPRC on Bushwood Island. For more information, call 0777-062-441 or 0886-473-164. Sunek Group, spinning the wheels of oil and gas in Africa.
Okay, welcome back to the OK Morning Rush on a Tuesday this morning. I'd like to say good morning to all of you. If your birthday is today, happy birthday to you. If you're in your birth month, we wish you well. Probably yours, has been celebrated, or is pending celebration. Whatever it is, we'd like to wish you well. If you're just coming to Monrovia, welcome to this capital of your country. If you're leaving, bon voyage wherever you're going. We like to say we wish you well. Let's go to the Democratic Republic of Congo and see what's going on there as far as the Ebola situation is concerned. I don't know why the people in Kenya, DRC rather, are treating the Ebola situation the way they're doing, as if they do not know that, as if this thing is new in their country. Police in the east of the Democratic Republic of Congo fired shots in the air after angry crowds attempted to reclaim the bodies of loved ones who had died at an Ebola treatment center in Maguilu. Two local journalists told the BBC, imagine, these people are going, I can understand the tradition, the culture, and the different belief people have, but this thing here is a monster. To go and reclaim the body, you're I can just imagine. Now, I was listening to the BBC this morning. It's been reported now that 10 other countries around the region, they risk, this thing crossing over, probably because of the manner in which it is being treated by these people. They need to understand. We cremated people, that is not our culture. But we had no option. People cried. The memory is still bad. But if that was the only option to save the thousands of other people who were still alive, that was the option. We had absolutely nothing to do. If you talk to former President Sirleaf now, she will tell you that's one thing that she still regrets. But it was not about her. It was about taking an action that would save millions of others. So one of us had no option but to do what we did. They got to do same. Sunday's unrest continued throughout the day, the reporter said. The treatment center in a hospital compound was the same place that was targeted overnight on Friday into Saturday when an isolation tent was set ablaze. The body of a dead Ebola victim is highly infectious and can lead to the virus spreading further when prepared for burial. There have been more than 900 suspected Ebola cases in the current outbreak and 200 suspected deaths. Officials say they got to calm down. They got to be careful with it. But I said, the thing is no joke, you know. The management of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation wishes to inform the general public that the below listed individuals who once served as plumbers and meter readers at the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation are no longer in the employ of the corporation. They are Augustine Ja, Emmanuel B. King, Johnson T. Sayon, Maria S. Sai, Famon K. Fofana, Amanda A. Kamara, and Ellison Wanan. Others are Lasana Vanning, Rennings F.G. Wallow, Chokon J. Hill, Wilson Tawili, Robert Nanga, Wilson Holmes, and Abenigo W. Carto Francis Colley. The public and our valued customers are hereby advised not to do business with the individuals in the name of corporation. Anyone doing business with them in the name of corporation will be doing so at his or her own risk. The management respectfully admonishes the public and our valued customers to request for verification of the corporation's approved staff identification cards from any individual or groups of individuals presenting themselves as employees of the corporation purporting to be authorized to connect or disconnect customers to the corporation's water supply and sewer networks. The management strongly advises the public and our valued customers to kindly call cell numbers 0777-464-171 and 0886-616-767, and should you suspect any illegal connections or disconnections to our networks. In addition, Orange subscribers are asked to call 5972 free to also report any suspicious activities regarding connection or disconnections to our networks. Your fullest cooperation is highly solicited. The management of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation is signing this one. 8 o'clock, we have some folks here from the University of Liberia. 9 o'clock, Monserrato District 17 Representative Bernard Benson, DJ Blue, is coming in here as our guest. Good morning. Thanks to all of you. Yesterday, we started a little bit of conversation about the political situation in Senegal. Today, I just wanted to bring you additional details after talking to some of our colleagues in that country to give you a picture of what's happening between President Faye, I hope I'm calling this guy's name correctly, F-A-Y, I don't know, Faye or Faye, and Usman Sonko, who is seen as a mentor to many of the young people in politics in that country. You know, both of them suffer. You know, they suffer in the hands of former President Macky Sall. They went to jail, came up. Usman Sonko was banned from participating in the elections. He took the hand of the current president now, got it in the air, he got elected. Then, 2 years ago, one year plus, nearly 2 years ago, the young president of Senegal got elected. Following that, there started to be visible signs of power struggle. Either he was no longer listening to Sonko, or Sonko was advising the man in a manner that the man thought was not necessary. You remember what power can do now. When that power is upon you now, when you're driving in the streets of Dakar and all the other cars will have to be parking when you're flying private jet now, when you're going different places in the world and rubbing shoulders with your big brothers and top people, but in the same position, then something can come over. It takes a normal, let's not pretend. Sometimes it takes some human beings to be able to control those kinds of things and be themselves, the way they were prior to getting that position. So things started getting bad between Usman Sonko. By the way, when Faye became president of the country, he appointed Usman Sonko, who was a member of parliament. Sonko was already a member of parliament, elected as a member of parliament, so they made him prime minister of the country. So that two of them can run the country. The prime minister, the head of the National Assembly, the president, these are the most powerful people in the Senegalese system of governance. So Sonko became the prime minister. Well, fast forward, things started to go the way a lot of Senegalese did not expect. There were rumors, oh, the two men are not correct. They will come out, presidency will say, no, they are correct. Sometimes they come in the public, they shake hands and take photos, and people say they're correct. Fast forward, on Friday, the president fired Sango. Jubilation all over the country. Even though he was fired, people were still celebrating him. So the president fired him. And the both of them are from the Prestige party. The both of them are from the same political party. So the president fired the man on Friday. Now, as part of their rules, like the House of Representatives will say our rule, blah, blah, blah. Article 124 of the parliamentary rules in Senegal, Article 124 says that once a member of parliament who was appointed to a different government position in our country, you can return to parliament following your service, your term of office in the government. Meaning, the fact that Usman Sonko got fired, dismissed by the president as prime minister, does not negate the fact that he can still go to parliament. So as I speak to you today, the Senegalese parliament are going to re-admit Usman Sonko as a member of parliament. Now, let me tell you what's happening politically. Because the speaker or the former speaker, because the speaker who just left was like an Usman Sonko guy, all of them from the same political party. By the way, the president Sonko, like I said, is from the same party, and their party got the majority in the National Assembly. The National Assembly is the parliament, what we talk about here, the legislature. So when the president dismissed Sonko on Friday, and the majority members of the parliament, who are, most of them are allies to the very Usman Sonko that was dismissed, what the parliamentary speaker did in Dei, that his last name, the guy resigned as Speaker of the National Assembly, as President of the National Assembly on Sunday. So Sonko was removed of his post. He was dismissed as Prime Minister on Friday. And then on Sunday, the Speaker of the President of the National Assembly resigned. Why did he do that? He did that because he is aware that today Sonko will be reinstated or readmitted as a member of parliament. And right from there, they're supposed to have an election to replace him, to replace the Speaker of the National Assembly or the President. They call it the President of the National Assembly, but in other words, the Speaker. So the Speaker resigned. So today, by the time Usman Sonko get back as a member of parliament, there is supposed to be an election for Speaker, and he may likely win. I mean, all the men, the men command respect that most of them are allies. There is a 95% likelihood, according to my friends in Senegal, that Usman Sonko will become the Speaker of the Parliament today. Now, if he becomes the Speaker of the Parliament, even the president who's supposed to get nominated by the president as the new Prime Minister will have to go to the National Assembly. The National Assembly will have to approve that president. Now, it's just a difficult political situation. What's going to happen from all my political calculations now about the Senegalese situation? The president is going to be the head of state, head of government, commander-in-chief, blah, 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 blah. But Usman Sonko is going to control the political machinery, not just of their party, but of the government also. Remember, all the guys seen as a big brother. In fact, he is the guy who's supposed to be president of the country. And because there was a problem, he was banned from participating in the election. That was how he supported the current guy, Faye, to win the presidency. So if the guy became the head of the National Assembly today, then you can just see that the president will just control, the presidency will just be there for the president to be headed, but the Sonko guy will control the propaganda machinery of both the government and the party. So this guy, they call him El Malak Ndei. He also a close ally to Sonko. He resigned on Sunday as speaker to pave the way because he know the guy will eventually come to Israel. Big brother, send a man feel that he can sack you and embarrass you. I will resign as a speaker. By the time you come back, we have made you as a member of parliament. We'll have the speakership election and we'll give it to you. Then you will become speaker. Imagine Sonko is speaker of the country and the guy who fired him, he lay a Peking, is the president of the country, but two of them, they got some issues. What makes matter more complex in this thing is There was a recent reform in Senegal of the electoral code. They call it the electoral code, but I think that the electoral law or whatever. And it was approved by the Senegalese parliament that will now give Ousmane Sonko an eligibility opportunity, meaning he is no longer banned from running as president. So the next election, he will run. What will happen will be, there will be different factions now in our whole pastis party. Allah Ousmane Sonko and his Allah and majority of his men, they might likely leave and form another political party because at all costs, you will have to run in the next elections. So one of my beginning used to say, you take me from army, I will join Soya. You take me from Soya, I will join army. So you fire the man as the prime minister of the country, but the man is going back to parliament. He may likely get elected as the speaker, and you have no option. You have to do business with parliament. You have to do business with the speaker, where majority of the men picking there, he controls all the men that he allowed and they see him as a big brother. I'm just imagining the politics in Senegal. So the president will be sitting there, and the guy will control the entire propaganda machinery and all these kinds of things. So I will call Senator Eric Melvin Snow later on. Probably he will give us a little bit of additional information about that. That is not good for the country. I don't know whether I should say the president made some mistakes. Again, we don't know what's the real reason why he dismissed the guy. Because sometimes there are just things that you will see on the surface. People will say to you on the surface, but you are not inside. But majority of the people believe that, the president failed, the man betrayed Sonko, the man betrayed the man. But sometimes I like to keep it cool and say, we don't know what went on wrong. But I just wanted to give you a gist of it. The House of Representatives says Ambassador Sheikh Al-Mustafa Koyate has apologized to it. It's supposed to be to it. The House is a unit. To it for comments made against it. Anyway, they're using them there. This is the full statement. Ambassador Sheikh Al-Mustafa Koyate has apologized to the House of Representatives for comments in which he allegedly accused members of the legislature of receiving bribes from European interests in exchange for the passage of concession agreements. The ambassador appeared before the House accompanied by the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, Samuel Stikuya, the Deputy Ministers of Foreign Affairs for Legal Affairs and Administration, and the legal advisor to the President, Bushiben Keita. During the appearance, Ambassador Koyate expressed regret over his statement and formally apologized to the House. He assured lawmakers that he will refrain from making such remarks in the future. Members of the House leadership described the allegations as serious and stressed the importance of the ambassador sustaining and clarifying the comments attributed to him. So, in other words, Sheikh Koyate and I apologize, my people. All the things they meant already. But before then, this is what he wrote. He said, "Today, I stand as a mirror to the 55th legislature. If they break me because of their ugliness, I am prepared. If they preserve me because of their honorable images, I am prepared. The public will judge between the mirror and the images of the House of Representatives. No matter their decision, my conviction remains an allegiance to the flag of Liberia and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Think Liberia, love Liberia, and build Liberia." Sheikh Mustafa Koyate is my friend. The man, I'm my man. But I view this thing from different political perspective. Two different things. One political school of thought could say this was Koyate's moment. This was his moment. One school of thought is saying he should have stood his grounds because he believed in what he believed in. That's why he said what he said. Even if it got to the point where he had to be fired, let them fire him. He should have stood his ground. That is one political school of thought. He should have stood his ground. Somebody will say, because P.L.O. Lumumba would have been proud of him. That is his mentor. That is his brother. Remember when I talked to P.L. Lumumba a few years ago, he said, I have one brother in Liberia, Sheikh Mustafa Koyate. Somebody will say, that was his moment. he should have ran with it. He should not have apologized. Because he spoke. Because even members of the legislature can accuse the very legislature. There are sometimes all kinds of characterization of the legislature by some of his own. Somebody said he should not have apologized. He should have stood his grounds. Let the president let him go. History would have recorded and posterity would have judged him. Somebody say he's a coward. He apologized. After writing that he would not have apologized. But then there is another political school of thought that says that as an ambassador, as somebody working in the diplomatic community, he needed to listen to the chief foreign policy architect of the country, His Excellency the President. Maybe the president made some intervention to say, you got to go there and apologize to the people. Maybe I don't want any friction with the legislature. You got to go and apologize. Just apologize. I know probably you believe in what you believe in. Probably you think what you say is the truth and nothing else but the truth. But you got to go and apologize. At that point, he's between the Caesars. It is about apologizing because my boss wants me to do so against what I believe. Or I can say to my boss, Chief, I would prefer to resign. I beg you, Chief. Thank you for the opportunity. I will have to resign if you want me to resign, boss. But I'm not going to apologize to these people. I said nothing wrong. What I said is an open secret. Most of their colleagues have even said worse than I said. Maybe what he said was not true. So there are different political school of thoughts about check action. Yeah. That's it. Maybe. So there are different ways people are interpreting it. But Sheikh will come on my show. I'm sure maybe Thursday. Because one of the demands from the legislature is that he should publish his apology and also appear on OKFM to come on a very show where he said all the things. He should come back here and do the apology here. And so I am sure Sheikh got in touch with me, but I think we'll do something on Thursday. So Sheikh will come by here and apologize here. Will P.L.O. Lumumba ever forgive him for that kind of apology? That is something to see. Let's move on. Today, I want to remind the president again. Your Excellency, Mr. President, I want to remind you again, because sometimes we say some of the things and the possibility is that maybe the president may have just forgotten. Mr. President, I want to remind you this morning about the land authority. The act, the law establishing the land authority is clear. 16.2, very clear. That talks about the setting up of the commissioners over there. I'm going to read, I'm going to go back, because you know, since we said this thing, it seems the president has forgotten all. 16.2, I hope I'm going to be correct. 16.2, the Liberia Land Authority law. I'm doing this thing again on purpose, in the interest of the public, because I'm hearing all kinds of things. Commissioners shall be appointed on a non-partisan basis and shall be selected for their integrity and impartiality. Their selection shall reflect regional. It means out of the 5 commissioners, 2 cannot even come from the same county. Their selection shall reflect regional and gender consideration. I am key about the gender consideration. Mr. President, the 5 commissioners over there, they are all men. I'm sure we have capable Liberian women in this country. The law is clear. The setting of the selection process of the commissioners at the land authority must be gender sensitive. It must have gender and regional consideration. It can't be an all-man commissioner. No, it's not honest. It's not fair, Mr. President. That is not the law. That appointment is in violation of the law. We must have at least 2 women. That is what somebody say, oh, let's just have 1 woman. No. They are 5. We can even have 3 women. We can even have 3 women. We have 2 men. Nothing wrong with it. Or we have 3 men, 2 women. Nothing wrong with it. But the law say we must have a woman or women so that the thing will be gender balanced. Yeah. We must do that. We must have a balance over there at the Liberia Land Authority. And I'm talking it again, and we are reminding the president again. Mr. President, please. You need to do that in fulfillment of the law. That thing, that law, when it passed, it passed. The provisions are binding. That's why it is using sha. It is not saying may. It is using sha. It makes it bounding. So we beg you, Mr. President, Your Excellency, I am reminding you again. Now, before we go to the telephone lines, 8 o'clock exactly, I will host Assistant Professor Sekou Conan, and he's the Athletic and Sports Director at the University of Liberia, and I think this is the same Sekou Conan. He's a ranking member of the Liberia Football Association. I'm very sure of that. Mr. President, the Land Authority, we need women there. We can sit on the radio and name hundreds of Liberian women, very qualified. They too must have a voice in the governance process of the country. We look forward to the coming days when the president would nominate women to go to the Liberia Land Authority to work there. So the slow-back bowler situation, we must just show now. The slow-back bowler situation. So that normal thing down the Guinea people, that Guinea over there now or what? That normal thing now, the Guinea people, they get there now. It seems, it finish now, all relax now. The Guinea soil, they on the land, it's normal now. Nobody talking about it again. The government color speak from all the government party not talking to all again. The government believe that maybe we're talking too much, so the government not even talking. The government not even talking nothing about the slumber bowler situation again. One of my men said me better yeah, shallow. So the slumber bowler situation, we just shallow. All of them just shallow now. That normal thing now. The Guinea soil then, they living there now, that normal thing. Or the government still negotiating, but the way the Guinea president go ask our president the other day. So this is not honesty. The government owe us explanation. We're not supposed to be begging for it. Listen, when people elect government, it is a social obligation on the part of the government. Election and voting are social contract. I vote for you. Don't let the people who can't sit down on our land. But it's normal. It's becoming normal now. Nobody talking. The government is not talking to us anything. The Guineans are still to the slumber bowler. It becoming a normal place. I don't know. We not get the land to Guinea now. Or they still talking. But the government must tell us something now. So let's go to the line. 0777 700-995 0555 995 995 0555 026995 is our number for the WhatsApp. Those of you outside of the country, you can call us this morning. This is the OK Morning Rush right here on 99.5. Let's take our first caller and then we can come back. 8 o'clock, Assistant Professor Sekou Conan walk in. Good morning.
Good morning, Clarence.
Good morning.
Well, thank you. This Lawrence Compton from District 16 on the ambient of the Unity Party Intellectual Bureau Secretary General and the official spokesperson of Unity Party District 16 chapter.
Boy.
So, listen to some of that analysis, and let me begin by the ambassadors at large. I think he did the honorable thing yesterday to appear along with the Minister of State without showing any hostility. I think that's where we are on par with good governance. Whenever you speak
Yeah,
out,
just hold it lamp. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
whenever you speak out and your statement are not supported with prima facie, I think the best thing to do is to give an appeal in regard to your statement that you put out. Because that they could hold you on the basis of this statement either on libel or slander. So having said that, I think the hot.
You say why they could hold you on libel or slander?
Yeah, depending on you use the statement in a spoken manner.
My man, you know, got something here called the Abdullah Kamara Abdullah Al Press Freedom that prohibits free speech offenses. That prohibit people from going to court for certain things. So in other words, what you're saying is that the man lied. So it was just fair how he apologized, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Thank you. Let's take another call. Good morning, right here. How are you? What's your name?
Good morning. My name is Ezekiel Samia.
Okay.
Yeah, I live Peloton, Lower Johnsonville.
Yeah, Ezekiel. Let's hear you.
I want you to please help me the money. And I call for me to talk about politics.
What happened?
My wife is seriously sick. She's dying. I need help from any Liberian.
Oh, my word.
That can save her life.
I don't want
to.
Wow, what can I help you talking about? How is her condition?
Her condition, she has growth in her womb that they need to operate for. For now, to start today. And I don't have no money.
How much are we talking about, my friend?
We're talking about $500 a year.
You need $500 to get your wife operated on.
Yeah.
Wow. Can you please call your number? Probably somebody might reach up to you because you're sounding like you're already giving up.
I'm really giving up.
Don't give up. Don't give up.
I do construction, but from the beginning of the year, my hand got broken. I've not been artist. That girl, match or they made it. I feel they much better than my wife is seriously down. I already gave up.
Don't give up. Don't give up. God is gonna use somebody to come to your aid. Just call your number. Call your number.
0760 670532.
Okay. I got your number. I will call the number again just in case somebody will help you. Yeah?
Thank you, Clarence. Please, I'm calling on NS well-wisher Liberian. Let them please help me.
I know. Okay.
If it costs me, for me to, the person that will do it, if it costs me for me to even be serving them for the rest of this year, I will do it. I will sacrifice my life. Please, Clarence, I beg you.
You don't have to sacrifice your life, brother. Somebody will help you. You're breaking me down already. You're just taking away all my energy for the show this morning. Amen. Amen. Okay. All right. I will reach out to you. I know somebody will help you. I can say that one for free. Through the eyes of faith, I said, yeah, I know somebody will help you. But you already broken me down. My whole energy for the show is gone already. Good morning.
Good morning, CJ.
Good morning, my brother.
And good morning to the people in Radio Land.
Yeah.
This is Cousin from North Dakota.
Okay.
I want to sympathize with my brother, man. I feel your pain. I hope I could be one of those that help him. I'm in a test part, but I know somebody going to help him. Yeah. I said he make me weak, but I just want to speak to this check we had the issues. You see what has happened to that educated man because of government job? He has compromised his interest. You could watch the situation yesterday. Look how the Minister of State spoke.
I really didn't follow him.
He was even more denigrating and going forward for the man speak. The president will approve his speeches. That was an insult to an educated man. Are they not corrupt?
No, but the thing is, the issue about the president approving the speeches, remember, Sheikh is an ambassador Allah. He works in a diplomatic community. I think he worked exactly in the office of the president. So that one, but the president got a sanction where he want to go and pop on the radio to say, because what he says, by extension, could be the representation of the government as an ambassador.
So you want to say Sheikh as an individual, because he's ambassador, so he don't have a right to speak to anything?
Well, sometimes the position confines you to certain things, my brother. Sometimes you don't speak. If Sheikh was an ordinary political president, but he's not anymore.
Clarence, it's just a shame and a disgrace. They are corrupt. They are thieves. And
No,
because
I'm
they are
sorry.
corrupt and they are
Let leave it like that. Let leave it like that.
you can see it in the budget, and we can give a lot of evidence that they are corrupt.
Okay, let's leave all those characterization of members of the legislature. Sheikh will come here. Let hear from Sheikh himself, you know. Sheikh will come. Hello. Good morning. We got plenty of people to deal with, so when you're ready, we'll go to the other line. Good morning. Yeah?
It is Thursday morning back there joining the conversation.
Okay.
Thanks to you and the entire workforce of OKFM.
Mm-hmm.
And the ambassador did well, too.
Okay.
Because we live in a country where I think they don't because
My man, your tell me.
yeah, you getting me now?
Yeah, yeah, but I get it. You go ahead now, yeah?
Okay, our lawmakers now are creating, or some of them now are creating a situation to censor people's speech. If that is the case, then I think the ambassador they were about. There is nothing you cannot change the perception about our Clarence as well. Even in a year, even the poor generation to come, you will not change the perception that they are allegedly corrupt.
Okay, thank you. One more, we can get Professor Connor coming in now.
Good morning, Brother Clarence.
Yeah.
Good morning to your listeners. I'm DJ Weston says you're calling from the Poro Kucha.
Yeah, Jeff.
Yeah, Brother Clarence, you have said it all. The border issue is one of the major things in one Brother Clarence on my mind. The government has still, they have taken one of the police from the horse. So we get no impact. They're going to start today. We see they say they get Nemo, the re-election of President Baga. And what the people focus on, the president is not focused on national issues. You see, the Choga Tensi say, oh, yeah, well, we always said the pull off. All that, the guys is not focused on the major thing that is beyond the country. They are going to be focused, not focused on it.
Okay, Chief. We could just take this one as a final call right here because Professor Connor is here. We got to take him on time. Hello?
Good morning.
Morning, Diamond Man, Gold Man, Cocoa Man.
Thank you. I'm Musa Conan.
Yeah.
And I called today very disappointed in my brother and friend, Ambassador Sheikh Kuyate.
You think we got to hear from the man for my man before we get so
No,
disappointed?
I don't want to hear. I know Sheikh. I know when he spoke, he believed everything that he said. Gary, let me boast about. Anyway, that would be a little trouble, so let me leave it. Gary, if you are not prepared to fight, don't get in the ring. So right now, it makes it difficult for people to stand for people because when Sheikh called, I was one of those person who really supported him, and knowing the kind of person that I know him to be, I thought he spoke his mind based on conviction. He was convinced about what he said. Whether he had proof or not, it's an open secret about how people been thinking about the legislature from 2005 to present. For you to leave from Liberia, go in Europe, address that kind of people that you address, and then you come back here because of pressure and say you apologize. Nobody should be taking.
I think they're holding him responsible for the particular things he said on this show.
Whatever thing he said, he believed it. Listen, Sheikh did not speak out of mistake. Sheikh spoke in Europe. When Sheikh came to Liberia, I think he went to 2 other radio stations. Notably, he went to a very studio that you in. He sat there and repeated everything that he said.
And
that was in my mind.
The ones he said here in the studio that while they're holding him for, how do I know? Because
that was the same thing
because
he
they said he
bro.
should come right back here and retract it. So the man will come here.
I'm disappointed, and I'm sure Sheikh is listening to me. I am disappointed. I wouldn't have said what Sheikh said. But if he said it twice, it means he was convinced. But to go and apologize because he was threatening to carry his letter of appointment and all those different things, and because of that,
you appointed a man before you
anything that Sheikh say in Liberia, we should not take it seriously.
You appointed a man before you disappointed. Are you appointed a man? Baba, man.
No, that one is a cliche now. Somebody will not say, but I'm very serious, Clarence. Seriously, you can't do that.
Okay,
if you're not convinced, don't talk.
Okay, so we're not taking any more calls. We're sorry. Shall we come here Thursday? Shall we? I'll let back Thursday. Africa, we don't. The government, the Euro, they did it. The man coming Thursday. I mean, when you see Sheikh is a semblance of Ahmed Sekou Touré. When you see the man walking, you believe maybe like another Mamadi Doumbouya. You know, I like the guy. He believe in himself. But man, you know, sometimes politics got their own way of doing people, man. You know, maybe the president told the man, say, my man, you gotta go apologize. And the president being a father and the man's boss, maybe man, they want to do grandstanding. So it doesn't sound disrespectful, you know. But again, the option was his. Like I said, probably one school of political thought could say this was his moment to say, Chief, I'd rather go. But I know why I say it's the truth. I believe in it. I'm convicted about that. Okay, one man contributing so much to football in this country is Sekou Kane. I follow him a lot. You know, yeah, he's here in the studio this morning, and I think we're coming to talk about what athletics and other sports, but he will talk it because I already see athletic t-shirt on him. Professor Conan, good morning, man. It's good to have you.
Good morning, Clarence.
How are you?
I'm good.
You just smiling with all the politics the guys are talking.
Yeah, I understand these guys, you know.
I know.
It was an opportunity for him to, but anyway.
Yeah. How is everything? How is life?
Well, life is good. Thank God. Life is good. I was just re-elected to the LFA.
Yeah, by the way, congratulations on the occasion of your re-election. I mean, to be re-elected in football business, and not jogo.
In our football business.
Yeah. Especially the other election was too political.
It was toxic, yeah.
What's your experience with the LFA? Is this the first very highly toxic political elections?
Yeah, I would think so. There have been previous elections, but this one was really political. I mean, it was, you know, any time you're vying for leadership position, of course, there's a bit of tension in it and all of that, but this one was different. It's completely different. The involvement of the courts up and down. Yeah. You know, previous election, the court was involved. I remember the election, the first term for Mr. Raji and the team. There was a court action by the late Solo.
Okay.
The late Solo. But it didn't last that long. By the end, FIFA intervened and it was handled.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this one was tense.
Yeah. Did it get to a place where you thought, I don't think we'll have the elections? Or knowing football issue, you said, in the midst of all the things, will settle down?
Yeah, obviously I felt that, well, you know, Liberians, when we get involved in these things, and sometimes you say, well, let bygone be bygone, let's move on, you know.
Let's leave it, man.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, I know. So what team, are you president of any of the clubs?
No, founder and president of BYC.
Okay.
But then we dissolved the club at some point.
Yeah.
You know.
What is it about this executive committee member? What does that take? What does that entail?
The executive committee is actually like the board. The board, you know, because the day-to-day activities of the Football Association is run by the secretariat, headed by the Secretary General. The other are decision makers, I mean, people who make, you know, legislative body, you know, carve decisions for the organization, and, you know, yeah.
Okay. I see. Yes. So let's talk about why you are here this morning, Prof.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead.
Up to a few months ago, I was the vice president for student affairs of the University of Liberia. You remember that when my guys from SUP always used to come here and were forcing up and down.
Making flour all day.
Yeah. But then there's a new administration, and part of her dream is to reform the university. And one of that is that, owing to my background in sports, the length of time I've served, she wanted the whole issue of restructuring the university to bring in some new programs. And one of those programs is the athletic and sports division. And obviously, it's about all the sporting activities of the university. You know, the university has a long history of involvement in sports. And there's this traditional Cottington University games and all of those things. So this task now is to structure this department or this division with the hope of, creating opportunity for our young people. Someone said maybe the reason why every day, there's demonstration, there's blocking of the street and all of those things is because maybe they're not fully engaged. Someone said that. But basically, this is part of engaging the student, using their energy for other positive reasons, not just, their political reason, agitation, other stuff like that. So this new division was formed, and I'm the, athletic director, the founding now athletic director.
I mean, there could be no better president.
Precisely, that's what the president said. So this Friday we are doing the official launch of that program, and we've extended invitation to stakeholders from different sporting disciplines because this is not about only football. This is something that cut across all sporting discipline, whether basketball. We're also involving our students with disability. So it's all inclusive, getting them involved so they feel part and parcel of this, this whole process. So we have other disciplines that, they can participate in, be fully involved in the activities of the university. And besides that, our mandate also extends just beyond organizing those things, our different sporting facilities. The page, the football page, the basketball court, volleyball, and all of those things. So that's why we are launching, and this is going to be a big occasion in the sense that because this is something that involves the nation's premier university, and we want to do it in a way that others will follow. Others will follow because we're the big brothers. We need to set examples. And once we do the launching, we're inviting people from the sporting areas, ambassadors, other business people in the country to come and grace the occasion, because part of it is that we're also going to do a fundraising program to see how we take care of some of those facilities we have at the university. I'm sure you've been to Fendel. So the Fendel is a big campus, and so we want to make sure to this whole Capitol Hill or main campus thing, it has changed anyway. Let me let you know that. The Capitol Hill campus is no longer called main campus.
Oh, really?
No, it's no longer called main campus. It's called Capitol Hill campus. The main campus now is, Fendel campus is the main campus.
Oh, really?
Now. Yeah,
that's privileged information.
Oh, yeah. Because part of it is that most of the programs, especially the undergraduate programs, are moving towards the only undergraduate program currently at the Capitol Hill is the Business College. But all the other, the Sawyer College, engineering, all the other colleges are in Fendel. So the idea is to move, all of those undergraduate programs. So here on Capitol Hill will be just for graduate and professional schools, graduate and professional school programs. So yeah, so that's why we're inviting people to that program, is because this is a flagship program of the university, and we want to encourage people to come and be part of that beginning and bring some ideas too that will help us strengthen. Besides that, one of the things we've done is that we've invited heads of sporting federations, because we want to go beyond what people understand when you athletes, you're not limited to playing football or basketball, but we want to encourage our athletes to come to school, to prepare themselves, because whatsoever sports you're involved in is just a matter of time. Eventually, you complete. I mean, you age, you end that particular thing, and the next thing is to focus on your life.
Yeah.
So there's life after these different sporting disciplines. So we're trying to encourage, because we want to encourage these different federations to bring some of these players so they participate in taking the entrance, and not just free entry. You participate, we prepare you, especially our athletes, we prepare them for the entrance examination special program. So they will come and know that, if this guy can do it. Because I remember, sometimes back, somebody like Anthony Gray, we used to call Teacher Gray. This man was playing for St. Patrick, both football and basketball. But he ended up getting masters, in fact, 2 masters while he's playing these different sports. So it's an example. There's another guy called Joshua, I don't remember his last name again, but he used to play for junior professional of Ambassador Weir. Today he's a medical doctor, in the United States. So we want to tell these young people, yes, there's time for everything. There's time for playing. There's time for preparing yourself for the future. Because if you look at the life of most of our former athletes today, sometimes it's a pity.
It's terrible.
Yeah, it's a pity. Every now and then there's this announcement, we got to collect money to go, help this person, help that other person. But if they have prepared themselves, I'm sure the situation will not be the way it is with a lot of them.
Okay, so as the president plays in charge of electives and others sports at the University of Liberia, what's going to happen after the Friday launch? How many active sporting discipline do you hope to establish over there? Because the whole thing now is on your shoulders.
Oh yes, definitely. And Clarence, we don't want to grab everything at once.
Okay.
We want to focus on few as a beginning.
Yeah.
Like obviously football, basketball, volleyball, kickball. I say kickball because we want to ensure that the gender balance is reflected in all that we do.
Yeah.
And we're also trying to open the women's football team, not just kickball. Because kickball, as much as it is very popular in Liberia, but in other places it's not as popular as we have it here. So, but we want our girls to feel parcel of the process. So the kickball, but at the same time, we're encouraging, women footballers to come, and sit the entrance of the university. Just a day or 2 ago, I was just talking to some athletes from this academy, Lead Monrovia Football Academy. And very good, they have very good football program, but their academic program is also strong. So some of these young people, more than 10 or 15 of them are going to sit the UL entrance this Saturday, it's coming Saturday, as a way of saying that, look, I need to start preparing myself for tomorrow. Yeah. So we gradually then include the other, sporting discipline, but we want to start with at least 4 or 5 of those disciplines and gradually get into it. And I want to emphasize this is very close to the heart of the president, Dr. Mapaya.
Really?
Oh yeah, very, very close.
Because we don't hear anything again. Cotton playing UL, those kind of thing. They used to really bring a lot of things up.
Yes, we are in discussion with our colleagues from Cottington. In fact, they are invited to the launching program. And the last time, it was a traditional meet. Cottington came to the University of Liberia and played. The return leg had not been organized. So part of this thing, one of our priorities would be to prepare our team to go to Cottington for the return leg. But this is something, being a traditional. Now that we have many other universities here, we want to encourage expanding beyond just the Cottington and UL, to include other people in the process.
Okay. So tell us about Friday's program. What will it look like?
Friday, basically, we're going to have we're going to have speeches, welcome remarks by the president of the university, and then I'll be giving an overview of the program, what we intend to do. And then, of course, we're going to be having we're going to have rally to be able to begin raising money. Because, when you hear about the university all of the time, is the university depends on the government of Liberia for funding. And so we don't want all of us to be behind this one government for money. We want to see how we can do some fundraising for ourselves involving, some private organizations, in our country to be able to raise. We want to prioritize the issue of our pitch, the basketball court. And one key thing that we involve, not just the students, but the faculty and staff, also involve the gym. We want to build a gym. University gymnasium. So besides the students, the faculty and staff will have the opportunity. Exercise and, we want to actually build a modern gymnasium. So you can come to work, it's time for your exercise. After the exercise, you can shower, change, and go back to work. And that is something that, sports and health, you cannot divorce the two. It's to help, because most of the time you hear this other professor, this other staff pass, or they came down with stroke, all of these things. Part of it is because we don't have these
lack
things.
of exercise.
Yeah, people are just focused just mainly on academic work. But all work, no play makes Jack,
Makes it go.
Yeah. So it's a big plan, but we want to unveil it gradually until we get to that level.
Yeah, I don't want to go into your Friday's program because I wanted to say maybe you explain that one. What's your vision for probably maybe 5 years from now in terms of sports and those kinds of things?
Yeah, basically 5 years from now, part of what we're going to do is unveil our 5 years program. Is to look at, want to focus on the sporting discipline. The sporting facilities, to see how we can upgrade the facilities at the university. How we be able to encourage, we can say that for the next 5 years we can boast of athletes who are playing in different sporting areas, actively involved in those things. But the key thing is that we want to ensure that every student at the University of Liberia feel part of the university program, especially the sporting program, among other things that we're focusing on. But we want to, because if you have all the athletes, but if you don't have the facilities, that they will feel a show, then it's a difficult process.
Yeah.
One key priority also, because the university will have campuses all around. You have the Sinje campus in Cape Mount. We have one of our first priority is to secure a bus.
Secure a bus?
Yes. And the reason for that is that the main facilities are in Fendel, and you have students on Capitol Hill and other areas. So to help them move in, for training and other things, other activities, you have to have a bus to, move them around.
It seems you want to have a strong team.
Very strong team. And, I tell you a joke. There was a competition organized a few years ago by some group, and the University of Liberia and Stella Maris met in the final. And it was a tough thing. Those guys have players, Stella Maris had players from the national team, other guys, active players. And they beat us. And owing to the fact that they have just small space, they spend most of their time in our fence. So they thought to bring their trophy in our park to celebrate. And our guys told them, not by sight, go carry your trophy on our side. or else you turn the trophy over to us. But it also talks about the relationship we have with students of the Stellar Marriage. Because of the facilities we have, they spend most of their time in the fence, in the in the park there. And, I think that's also normal, for us,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You get all the thousands of students that people be on. You get football team, good team.
No, we have good team. We've not been able to organize them properly. That's why.
That's why you make it good. That's why you come in organizing for that.
Yeah, and we also be looking forward to partnership with, like I said, we're doing fundraising. We don't want to just rely on the government. Okay. We want to look for partnership up there, and we have some plans that we going to be unveiling that day. We want to partner with some of our big corporations here, like you look at Lone Star, Orange. If we must brand, because the University of Liberia is a place where we have more than 25,000 students. Okay. If they're branding for you, I mean, it means a whole lot.
It means a whole lot. Now, before the war, this one was seeing a lot before the war. Mm-hmm. Before the war, some of the high schools and also universities, their football teams were very strong the way they were because most of the schools give scholarships.
Yeah.
Once you can play good football, they say, man, just take the entry. You buy a kind of school. Yeah. Are you contemplating on those kinds of things?
Oh, definitely. And the way we're doing ours is like we're modeling it after maybe some of the universities in the U.S. We give you opportunity, to come to school and learn, but you have to make the grade.
Yeah, I mean, there should be something.
Yes, so it's a give and take situation. Yeah. You make the grade, and then, but once you default on your part, then you go and maybe look for the money
because
and come and pay.
The intention is not just to get you play.
No, it's not. It's not limited to this. Prepare you for tomorrow.
Yeah.
So some of these same guys, I'll tell you, some of our former players like Zoga Wilson, the former minister, he graduated from the University of Liberia. A lot of the guys graduated from the university.
And I know they use our football team.
Precisely. They use it. Maybe when some of them graduated from the university, had the opportunity to go abroad for further studies, We want to encourage that, to tell them that, yes, even though we're not charging you much, universities, you're not paying much. Mm-hmm. It's symbolic. But whatsoever that is, we want to encourage you and give you extra benefits. So the fact that you come to the university, we want to include some low incentive that will encourage you to come. But at the same time, we want to ensure that you are focusing on
your lesson.
Your lesson, because that's the main reason why you're there.
Do we have a target for the fundraising? Do we want to leave that out yet, or?
We want to leave that. We don't want to scare some of our people before they, like yesterday we were giving T-shirts to members of the university cabinet. And the finance man, when I was giving the T-shirt, he said, do I have to pay money? I said, no, not now. But when you come to the program, we expect that you do your widow's might, to help the program. Because others are coming. We want to encourage others. We ourselves got to play the role of, Yeah, so.
Okay, so maybe we can open the lines from here. Assistant Professor Sekou Konem from the University of Liberia is here. You want to say anything else? Sure. Yeah.
I just want to correct. Associate Professor.
Associate, yeah. Associate Professor Sekou Konem from the university. Yeah, in academia, these people are very careful, like the lawyers too. When you say counselor, the man is an attorney. Say, no, I'm not counselor. Yeah, so Assistant Professor Sekou Konem is here. Associate Professor, not assistant. Associate Professor Sekou Konem. We're talking sports. He's given a big responsibility now at the University of Liberia to head Alade and other sports. And he said Friday he's launching that. For him, he want to make it big beyond just playing. They want to have a gymnasium over there. They want to ensure people play, but they learn for the future. Yeah. And you want to also construct a gymnasium, not just for the students, but for staff and faculty. So you finish teaching, your time over.
Yes.
You just go in your car, go in, change, go exercise a little bit. 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 hour. Just sweat. Mm-hmm. You go home. You do that thing over and over. You get rid of a lot of things from the ballot. 0777 700-995 0555-995-995. Good morning.
Morning, Piso. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
fine. My name is James Molekende, and I call from Piso.
Yeah.
Okay, listen to the professor. He trying to bring some vibes back to the University of Bureau, and I welcome
exactly.
in doing that. And one thing I seem to be correct, back during those years, I think the University of Bureau used to participate in the intergovernmental league. I don't know if I always still thinking about doing that. Okay. But it's a fun program, and we'll support him in any way of bring change to the university. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you. Good morning.
Okay, my name is Albert Tobo. Good morning, Honorable.
He listening.
Okay, I say again, my name is Albert Tobo from the District 2.
Yeah, Tobo.
Banya. Okay, I had a little issue with my concern here is got to do it. The honorable primaries all in.
Bossman, wait. Who the honorable you want to talk to? Because I don't think that the radio station you monitoring.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm the radio station. Yeah. Apparently because I say politician coming now, so you think that the man talking already. Hello.
Good morning, Jackson. Good morning, Incoming.
Good morning.
There's Namusa Killer, one of the administrators from the UL. We want to welcome this valuable cause because in times back we had the university games that were from the West African level. We have people from La Cote d'Ivoire, from Guinea, from Nigeria. We all have that games here under the administration of the late Dr. Yekesin. It was a very wonderful thing. Now, you see, what you people coming up with will help to reduce the mind of our children from the too much political enrichment. So we really welcome it. But my own concern has to do with release that came out yesterday, suspending activities on Friday. Whether it will not interfere with your program. That's my question.
Okay, you will respond. Let me take counsel of family. I know the man play football. Sir. Hello. You look more basketball. My man, you look more basketball than football, man.
If I play football, I'm football administrator.
Will I not need that you get what I can play football? Will I not need?
This is MC Formula.
Hey, what's up, my brother?
I'm commissioner of the LFP, so you want to talk football, give me slow chair at Clarence.
Go ahead.
But on a serious note, I want to commend my big brother. But my concern is we should now begin to find a way to incorporate sport administration into the curriculum of the university. There is a discipline other people have interest in, and so I think if we can incorporate that into the curriculum of the university and make sport as a discipline, people go and learn a degree in it, it will be very good.
Okay, thank you, family. Thank you, MC. Thank you. Let's hear you too. Hello.
Good morning, Clarence.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Banu here.
Yeah, so Banu, let's hear you.
I got a question for Professor Clarence.
You listening?
My concern is, I'm understanding it to be saying that, let me just correct it. You will no more be a professor. You will be maybe vice president or you'll be a sports director. And if you will be professor, sports director, how is he going to manage the LSE as vice president and executive chairman? That's my concern.
But that football, I see football thing, man. They just added another football responsibility that you. I say, hello.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning to Bereshekun.
Good morning. Good morning.
Bereshekun is one of the men in Liberia football. I very love to get good dream. But one of the questions I want to ask you is because I can remember me and maybe you don't know me, but I know you too good. What's the reason of PRC dream that I'm going to dream PRC? I was one of our friends travel and our brother travel. not the reason of the reason that purity, the team of purity that team no having, but the reason the team just got that will give you about purity. Can please explain to some of us?
Okay, but except we that PYC thing the man can talk, so you can EU your
Just
time.
one way you can just
Okay, thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning. Just call your name.
My name is Promo Kinane. Ayatollah, good morning. Good morning. My good friend, Ayatollah, good morning.
Good morning.
It's a WhatsApp program for you, Ayatollah. I know you will do your best. I have my daughter at the University of Liberia. She will be on the basketball team. But because of no program, no game, my daughter has grown big and just getting fat. It's at the University of Center campus. So it's a good program. I will encourage her to go back to good thing. Thank you very much.
Yeah, well, I'll go back. Hello.
Good morning, Clarence.
Good morning.
That's Clarence. Michael.
Michael, just call that radio over.
Sorry. Yeah, so I want to say good morning to the Dark Studio. I'm phoning you from the Phineas campus. I'm a student, also a faculty member. So I listen to all of what he said. It's good. But Clarence, my concern is with the few at the Phineas campus. Are there any plans intends to Modi last week, for example, his position with the LFA? Can he talk to them, look around so that we can put a talk over there? That's a very far place.
The man will talk about it. You think Dr. Mapan is very strategic. She know. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Alex here.
Yeah,
so I just called to remind you about that the call concerning his wife. Please begging you to be able to announce the number, keep announcing the number. Maybe you have someone to help him.
I will. I already got. I don't want to talk, but I know he's been. People are helping already. But anyway, I will announce the number because I know I already got messages. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm Councilor Jacob K. Darrell Senior.
Okay.
And I called from Broadway. Good morning. This is Councilor Darrell. I trust your ability. I know exactly what you're capable of doing. We've had mutual understanding, and I can assure you the university being my alma mater on behalf of students support. But quickly, Clarence, I have concern about the fellow who called about his wife's condition. Please, I was driving my children to school this morning, and I was seriously broken when I listened to him. I want to contribute $100, please. Let's see how you can.
I will just be listening. I will announce the number because most of the people who's sending it to me, I say I'll send it directly to him. I will announce the number right after Associate Professor Connor is leaving. Yeah.
Okay,
I will announce the number. Okay, thank you. Let's get here. Hello. Good morning.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
We talk already.
Oh wow, who's this? Good morning. 0777-700-995. Let's hear you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
My name is Joseph Nyandi. I join you from Johnson Township.
Yeah.
I want you to ask the professor.
No, but ask the man. I'm gonna ask. Just ask the man listening.
All right. We the students of University of Liberia, we are suffering because they are not giving us ID cards as a student. Sometimes we don't have money to go to school through us, so we can use the ID card to go somewhere and do our hustle, so that the next semester we can find our transportation or our school fees. But they are not doing it. They're not providing ID card for us. So some of us we start from our school, we start from semester. We got no job.
Okay, thank you. Let's talk. Let's get you right here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Yes, and CJ, this is Ishmael. We're calling from Abel. Sorry for the poor quality of my voice. I'm not well. Even the problem Melvin to the hospital last week. And congratulations to senior gunners.
Yeah, Melvin, let's hear you.
For him to stay. I want to say thank you so much. Someone from his sporting background, I still have link with the University of Liberia. I wish you off here personally
for us to be a great idea for us to move it forward. I appreciate it and I know what you can do. And congratulations in the fall. The last time the election, as you said, election was very tough. But Prof. Cannon, as someone who has been in football, he love it and people still love him because of his contribution to Liberian football. So another 4 year menace. Thank you, Prof, and I wish you all the best in developing Liberian football, inclusive of the university and football they give.
Okay, thank you. Let me take former Liberian international Kelvin Sigwe. He wants to contribute. Kelvin, I thought Kelvin, I thought you wanted to call on the show. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah?
Mr. Jackson, I'm different by Jerry.
Yeah?
I listen to the councillor every morning, or Councillor Cannon.
No, Chief. They're not counselor, no counselor here, no lawyer here. I beg you, Chief. There are different shows you're listening to. No lawyer here. Final caller. Hello? Hello?
Good morning.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm Segu Keita calling from Clarence and Bruce Island District 14.
Yeah?
Yeah, let me say thank you to the provider this morning. I got a concern, a question. My question has to do with whether this Delegate initiative will go across every university in Liberia or it is only the University of Liberia. I want to know.
That you helped you, my brother. Okay, let's go back to Associate Professor Connor. Prof?
Yeah. So let me address some of the concerns raised. The first one was the issue of our involvement in the intergovernmental competition. We've been participating in it. Okay. But there were issues raised that by the organizers that, your guys brought students instead of faculty or staff, all of those kind of little concerns. So we said, look, we've just taken over. We want to organize it better so that the university involvement is not going to be marred by issues of illegal players and all of these things.
Okay, Prof, just 1 minute. I think Kelvin's still trying to reach out. Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Clarence, good morning, Mr. Conan. How you guys doing?
Good morning.
Yeah, I called because I read about this briefly on the social media, and then listened to my big brother, Mr. Conan, on the sporting stuff they tried to do at the University of Liberia. I think this is quite laudable. I like this because we all strive for sport and education. The proof has been made. I graduated sometime 1989 from Cathedral High School, played and went through profession, came back after 40 years because of what I professed. Mm-hmm. I was able to get a degree at the University of Liberia 2 years ago. And I think this program is good. I think this is something that should be welcomed, and we should try to encourage people and to do the best with it, because we need the athletes after playing to get into something so that they can be able to survive. And I would really, really like to be a part of this. I say to you, Mr. Conner, think about me, because I like this. I really love this. I like to give back in a special way. That's why I was calling.
Okay. Thank you, man. Kelvin, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, Prof.
Yeah, so that was the intergovernmental. Someone mentioned, so Yolo mentioned about the involvement of the university in the West African and other African competition. This is something we are trying to reawaken. And as a beginning, our first move, we want to go right here, Sierra Leone, because we can drive to Sierra Leone and get involved with other universities, not just Njala University or one university, as a beginning with them. So this is something we talked about, release, suspending classes. It doesn't involve our program. There are different religious groups at the university. For example, I'm a Muslim. Tomorrow, there's a release that all Muslims are free, to go and participate in their, prayer ceremony tomorrow. Okay. So the same thing with the Baha'i. The Baha'i, the president is also a Baha'i. Friday is normally a holy day for them. So it only affects those who are involved in it, they are excused so that they're not held, responsible for not coming. Someone mentioned about introducing others, sporting arts program in the academic area. This is something we're strongly thinking about. That's why we are involving the different federations, sporting federation. So we're trying to do, for example, start with certificate diploma program in, particular sporting areas. For example, you see, guys, people see they're medics, but the university has a medical college. We want to train medics, so they are not just running on a page with co-water, but they're trained professionally. This is something we want to, in other areas. Someone say how I'm going to combine the LFA work. LFA is not a. I'm not a full-time staff of the LFA. I'm a full-time staff of the University of Liberia. But the work of the university, I mean, the LFA, as an executive committee member, I go there based on need, specific things. So we still make our contribution. Before. All along, I've been at the university. And I tell you, Clarence, I've been at the university for 32 years.
32 years.
32 years, Clarence. And I've served in different capacities, different academic capacity. As a chairman
You've been there long.
Oh, yeah. Chairman of the Department of Sociology, Dean of Liberia College, now Sawyer College, Vice President for Student Affairs, and now Athletic Director. So I understand the in and out of the university. And I've served, and I'm passionate about serving my country, especially in that area. So don't worry about that. Someone talk about BYC, but that's another conversation. He mentioned specifically, this guy mentioned specifically about the pitch. What are our plans? I think I said it earlier. We intend to improve those different, facilities we have. One of our, plans to improve those facilities. They talk about the pitch particularly. We want to, yes. And you said it all, and that's why when Dr. Mapa invited me in this conversation, he said, look, Prof. Kone, I look all around, I talk to people, and everyone was saying that you are the right person that we, to be here. But so yes, we plan not just talking to the federation, the Liberia Football Association, but beyond that, use it as a conduit to be able to get to international federation to help us with some of those things we are talking about. Besides that university page, you have sub-association in that area, sub-association of the LFA. They play in the third division in community leagues in those areas. We want them to have access to the facilities over there to be able to play their games because they don't have, pitches around there to meet that standard. So definitely this is something we want to do. ID card, please talk to the Dean of Student Affairs. That was a long time when I was in that position. But to say ID, because you don't have ID card, that's why you're not working. I don't know how you tie those two together. But anyway. So we are encouraging our, the students first.
No, what you are trying to say, they can use a UR ID card to go ask people, say, I'm a student, please help me to go to school, I'm an ID card.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like
no, that one is clear. But I think they started just before the end of last semester. Okay. They started the ID card process. It's going to continue. And I'm sure that they're going to make the announcement but just before the end of the semester, they focused on just senior students because they were graduating. But now we're going to start with the freshmen, junior, and the rest of the people to take their ID cards. So don't worry about that.
Okay. Anything else, Prof?
Oh, definitely. Like I said, we're trying to encourage, the different federations. We want to sign an MOU with the federation. We want to sign an MOU with even the academies. That's why we're inviting the Tibet Academy, Lead Monrovia. We want to sign an MOU so when these students complete the high school program, we find a means for them to come and, sit the UL entrance and be able to come. So we're going to be engaging those different groups to explain the whole idea behind this program. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Anything else? Finally, maybe you can just talk about the program again tomorrow for those who are not listening.
Yes, Friday is the program.
Friday. Yeah.
Friday is the program, and it starts at 10 o'clock 11 o'clock, but we say 10 o'clock so our people can come early. And please come. Those different groups that we invited, we've provided them even T-shirt as a way, that to be the order of the day on Friday. But come with your little contribution too.
Yeah.
Come with your little contribution to help the university. And we're also looking for Fambule, Commissioner Fambule to call and other people. This is your alma mater. We welcome your ideas to help us develop this program. It's still new, and we want to strengthen it, and we look forward to ideas from all over, especially those who graduated from the university. But besides those who graduated, we're even talking to the Alumni Association is going to be present. We also communicated to the Alumni Association in the US, so they all make their contribution. This is a worthy venture, and we're encouraging our students. This is for you, mainly, to come to the program.
Okay.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Prof, thank you so much. We look forward to that. And we'll remind our listeners again tomorrow about the Friday program, because the university is all of us university.
Definitely.
Even though I'm now a product of UL, but it is the premier university of the country.
Definitely.
So we owe it to it.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. Associate Professor Sekou Debu Conan, sports, he talk about football, kickball, these things can bring people together. So while you are learning academic, you playing the soccer. And one thing he said that I like about the gymnasium, that's the reason why all of the products of the University of Liberia must ensure that gymnasium is built. Because what it's going to do is it will help people, even the faculty, the students, the staff, people with exercise. And don't underestimate Sekou Conan. By the time you load 1 or 2 years from now, we may just bring back a member of other countries and universities coming here, or UL going there. That way, a lot of good things are going to come up. And when football in school, some people they can say, I'm making sure I will study at graduate. I won't go UL to play for it. Those kind of things to encourage people. Thanks to all of you. Very shortly, I will get in touch with the Minister of Mines and Energy, Richard Mantanake Tingba. He's in Bapolo County under inspection. What is he inspecting there? What's going on there in Bapolo? We'll talk to Minister Mantanake Tingba very shortly. Okay, we bring down the Freedom Fighter song because they are in the Bapolo, probably network could be a problem. Let's talk to the minister very shortly, then we can come back here. Mines and Energy Minister Richard Mantanake Tingba. I saw a video of him. I don't know what they were doing over there. Minister, good morning.
Good morning, Clarence. Good morning, the Republic of Liberia.
Minister, which part of Bapolo are you talking from this morning?
Right now, I'm in Bopolu City and trying to go to the next area, though I don't want to announce it on air.
Yeah.
Because anytime you announce, you see people running away with whatsoever activities they were doing. So we are moving strategically to those areas that we have overwhelming illicit mining activities. But we were in Henrytown yesterday, and we went to Sarah mining site, illicit mining site, including some Chinese and even some other Liberians. And we were able to have confiscated several illegal excavators that I guess spread all over the bushes, and it's very, very, very alarming. But I think we are succeeding, though there are challenges that we need to overcome. Clarence, you won't believe it, in which the country is being exploited and destroyed. You take the resources out of this country, we are not benefiting from it, at the same time destroying the environment. And this time around, we want to give it a special attention that this is a national emergency. We need to rescue our country. And that's the kind of a recommendation, strong recommendation that I will be making to the President. Thank God Thursday is cabinet meeting. I'm going to be briefing the cabinet about what is unfolding. Just one section of the country is like this, then one more about the entire country.
Minister, I know I will talk to you briefly about what specifically are you looking for and those kinds of things. But every time I hear the word illicit mining, sometimes it sounds, it sounds like I don't want to believe it, because I'm imagining, how do these people get all the excavator and things, and these people are not going to fly, they're driving on the road. How are they doing illicit mining, and they just go into these counties without anybody accompanying them, without any document from the government or blah blah. Sometimes you don't want to, you can't imagine.
Clarence, the problem mostly is coming from the community. The community are eating these things. Even we pass the information to state security that any of this machine that you see, because if anybody is carrying this machine at the site, you must have a mining activities that is ongoing. And before they pass with this machine, they must display their mining licenses before the security can allow them to pass. I was just having a meeting with the security in Bopulu City here. Okay, some of the things that were confiscated. Can you imagine? They deploy this machinery, and our people are eating them. Look at the encounter we had yesterday. After we are gone to a Chinese camp, they don't have any money document, but those who have Class C money, citizens that have Class C money, some of them are not even legitimate. They invite these people, and when they go to establish a camp, they exploit, they give them small. They are the one. When we arrested 3 of those machines to one Chinese camp, one tracking one of them to come to town, some people went and crossed in front of it. They called themselves traditional people and are obstructing government operation. What we're doing here, the cabinet endorsed what we're doing here to make sure that we clear these illegal miners out of the bushes. We came, we wrote the Minister of Internal Affairs, we wrote the Minister of Justice, we wrote the various county superintendents that we were coming. And then we got there, then a group of people say they are traditional people putting country devil out to stop government. We didn't go to traditional people. We went to illegal miners.
What does the law say, Minister, about those materials confiscated? These people being operating without any.
The law asks us to confiscate those machines.
Are we going to sell it and put the money in our cover? Does the law say that, or we can go to court to sue them for illegally mining our? I'm just thinking, how do we get some kind of benefit?
There are so many layers there. There are some that are mining and do not report the mineral to the rightful authority to appraise it. And then royalty and other taxes will come from there before you export it. Those who are doing that is an economic crime. They got to go through the Ministry of Justice. Those people who are also illegally there, yes, the ministry has that authority to fine them and make sure that they pay that money to the government. Okay, so these are that's why we're working with the Ministry of Justice to guard us along the way, because we don't want to make we don't want to have any misstep along the way. That's why we be working with the Ministry of Internal Affairs, and then we will be working with the Ministry of Labor, because look at what happened. A lot of Burkinabes we saw at the mining camp. For them, they are legitimate. They got a legitimate Class B. They got the environmental permit, audit permit. The only thing that was lacking, we didn't, because we send reporting template in the field that the mineral that you are recovering from there, we want to know how much you're recovering from there. What is the chain of custody? How do you dispose of it? The mineral that you are extracting, how is this being or treated? We need to have that traceability, because that's why we didn't see with those people yesterday. But when that question was asked, my advance team went ahead with the director of mines, the inspector general. When they asked them that question, they couldn't answer the question. And then the Burkinabes guys that were there, they began to put up violence against the ministry personnel, setting up roadblocks, but we were able to have apprehended them, and some of them slept in, they have been in jail for the past 2 days, and we handed them to the police for the police to conduct investigation, because that alone as an act of violence. we don't have that authority to know what kind of punishment goes to them. But when it comes to illegal machinery in the field, the law backs us to confiscate it.
Okay, Minister.
Okay, and we conduct an investigation to make sure that we have the next course of action with the support of the Ministry of Justice.
Okay, Minister, I know when you come to town, we'll find time to get you here for a whole hour or hour and 10 minutes so that we look at all these things. How long are you in Bapulu and where do you go next?
We are in the field for 10 days, but because of the cabinet meeting, I will be coming to town tomorrow. But the team will remain in the field. Okay. I will be coming to attend the cabinet meeting. I will be briefing the cabinet the challenges that we are faced with as we advance to establish an inclusive, robust task force with support. All the logistics, because those equipment will be confiscated. We will need to leave them to monitor immediately, and we'll put them under that investigation.
Minister, thank you so much for talking to us. We look forward to having you here after the cabinet meeting. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The Minister of Mines and Energy, Richard Mantanake Tingba, he's talking to us from Bopolo. He's in the field 10 days along with a team of joint security and personnel from the ministry. He says illicit mining. Sometimes, like I said to him, sometimes I can get cold when I hear that thing because illicit mining, these people there, all the machines they carry, they are passing through our checkpoints. They do it. There needs to be interagency coordination, like he said. When you see people going, we have a machine, let the immigration, the police be concerned. You get your document, they pack the thing to the checkpoint, you're not going anywhere. Let's take a break. Representative Bernard Benson is here. We'll take him very shortly. We'll be back.
We are brave. We are passionate.
Hey, Tanu, I need cash and there is no ATM around here.
Really? Did you try the EcoBank POS?
POS? I said I need cash. What is it about POS?
Judy, you can get your cash through the POS. All you need to do is to visit any EcoBank Express point or petrol trade gas station and request to use the POS. Guess what? It can also take other bank cards.
Oh, widow, you mean cards from banks overseas too?
Yes, it should just be your Visa card.
Wow, great. So when there is no ATM around me, I will just use the POS to get my money fast. EcoBank has made it too easy, man. EcoBank and innovation that will 5 and 6 so.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
They say they were liberator, but when they give you a crime, they change their mind. When they give you a crime, they change their mind. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you raping our women. They are freedom fighters. Freedom fighter, you killing our children. They are freedom fighters. Freedom fighter, you destroying our country. They are freedom fighters. Ayo, 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 why ayo, yo, ayo, 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 ayo. Liberator, but when they give you a crime, they change.
So Representative Bernard Benson is right here in our studio. It's good to have him this morning. Let's hear the District 17 story, development. What is he doing there for his doing his break? Where did he go? And of course, doing the submission or his report to the district, there were a little bit of issues there. We're not shy away talking about it. He will have to tell us exactly what went wrong and where is it now. Representative Benson, good morning. It's always good to have you, man.
Thank you for having me, Clarence. Thank you.
How are you? How's everything?
Everything is fine. Just by this early morning show, I couldn't refuse you. I refused Clarence.
Yeah.
Clarence, I would get in problem. But everything is good. Everything is good.
Okay, thank you. How is the district? How is your office?
District 17 is fine. Our office is doing good. The district, of course, as challenged as it is, I think we're making progress.
Okay, thank you. What were you doing for the break? What did you do in the district for the break?
Clarence, I don't go on a break to do things in my district. I think I'm in my district just about every day. There's a lot that we're doing in the district when it comes to projects, roads, building infrastructures, and so forth. So I'm there every day. I don't go on break to go to my people. You understand? I live in the district. I'm there every day. If you follow my Facebook page, you see my movement in the district every day. So I really don't go on breaks.
Okay.
Before I
just give us a picture of some of the things you're doing at the moment. Some of the things you promise your people, or some of the things your people say you should do, and along with them you're doing.
Okay. Well, when we started before we got elected, we made rounds and engagement with our people, and we captured some things that they wanted. The people of District 17. Number one is electricity. Number two, roads and infrastructure development. Our district is a rural district. A big part of it is rural, and we are challenged in that regard. Women empowerment is one of the biggest one. Everywhere you go, the women want to be empowered. So we're working with a lot of women, healthcare, education, security, our disabled community, a challenge, and of course sports and recreation. There's a lot more we can do, but these are the ones that we try to handle.
I see you on some of these campuses in your district interacting with the students. I think I saw one or two occasions you were playing basketball and those kinds. Why are you so much interested in those kinds of things you do?
Yeah, but look at my background. Look at from where I came before politics. I was engaged with young people. I consider myself as one of the founder of Liberian entertainment, to bring it to where it is. So I had to be always working with young people, and it is still happening. It's just that the actual business of the district has shoved me away from that a little bit, because you got all sectors of the district that needs attention. You know what I mean? You got the students community, you got the market women community, you got the people that want roads and infrastructure, you got the other people that are crying for you to keep pushing the advocacy for electricity. So it's just a whole lot. So you sit there and you do exactly what it is that you got to do your best for the people. And I think that is what we're doing.
We just entered the dry season. Did you in any way work with the Ministry of Public Works or your own intervention? Did you do any intervention anywhere in your district?
Let me tell you something, Clarence. I think we as a district, we're fortunate. I was fortunate to have my own motor grader. Okay?
You do have?
Yeah, of course we do. And this is something that we do every dry season. We rehabilitate the road in our district through many communities. Very costly. You're talking about fuel and operators and other helpers. Is very, very, very costly. But I'm glad that we have our own machine. We cut the cost down a little bit. You understand? So we're making this intervention. It's rainy season now, so obviously we have to slow down a little bit. And we will pick up again. Right now, we focus on completing a cover that we started to do in the New Bush community at some point that it's always a menace during the rainy season for years and years and years and years. So thanks to the community did very well. Look, let me tell you something. I always tell the people that when the community takes over the project, it makes it easy. The community chair lady mobilized our community, and it was a come up with $1,000. That was
$1,000 US.
$1,000 US. Of course, the bridge is going to cost $6,000, $7,000, $8,000. But once you see a community is making an effort, you understand, you got to help them. The same way with another community called Massacre Town. They started a bridge project, and all these things are on my page. They started a bridge project by themselves. But you as a representative, you go out there, you have to buttress the effort of the community. Exactly. So I think we give 100 bags of cement, we give 50, and we have to give another 50, and I think a load of sand, and we will do more. So this was one of the things I mentioned in my report. I said, look, the community needs to take over the development. You understand? The community needs to take over the development. The community start the project. I have to go out there and help. And I'm always encouraging the community now. And I think some communities are picking up, and so forth. So I'm very optimistic.
Now, are you getting some money from the Montserrat County
Absolutely.
development money or your legislative project money?
And let me make it clear here on this radio. Since I took office as representative of District 17, Montserrat County, I've not received a dime from Montserrat County. And
no money?
No, absolutely no. Not $0. So I think the closest we got was a letter from the superintendent office that says that, look, we are ready to do a project in your district, which is the Bonue Community Clinic. And I think the Cheesemoberg administrative billing, that was 4 months ago. Up to now, nothing. You understand?
But don't you have development money that comes to the county and it's supposed to be spread?
Yeah, but the county said that they are constrained, they are doing this. Look, I'm a very proactive representative, Clarence. And people know me for that. I rarely wait on government intervention. God has blessed me to a certain degree. And when things need to get done for my people, I trust me, I will take the first step. And this is how it's going. Now, this year, have we received any money from Liz, the reporting people? Absolutely not. I mean, you can go there and check. It's a public record. You understand? So, all these projects, I've done, through, of course, like community like New Bush. That said, look, let's see if we can buttress the effort of, just a little. And of course, working with a few partners like Aqua Life that I went to and did some advocacy with them, provided money for a loan for our women and so forth. So these are things that we do.
Did you get legislative money last year, 2025?
2024 we did.
Okay,
2024 we did. We built 2 bridges in Cheesemoberg that is serving the people well right there. We got the money will come to us and go to the contractor. But we recommend the projects, and those projects are done. 2 bridges is done, is serving the people in the city of Cheesemoberg. I'm proud of those projects. Another one we did was, and I think Clarence, after here, I'm visiting the Minister of Public Works. It's the Quaker Road. I'm talking about this the same thing. It's called Quaker. So. Part of our campaign promises, that road is a very challenged road. And we said, look, we will fix this road. And we did. The covered, just a very bad spot where,
From where to where? The Quaker Road is from where to where?
The Quaker Road, I say it starts from Parker Corner Junction. Okay. And goes all the way to the ocean. I think in that vicinity, the wife of the vice president, she's constructing a group of 77 facility in that area. But it's a very long road, and a certain section is very, very, very bad. Like I said, when I leave from here, we made some intervention. One of the worst parts that people was getting robbed, motorbikes was getting stolen. We constructed a culvert there. Took a month and a half, 2 months, but it is there. So I'm pleading to the Ministry of Public Works to come out there. We try. You know, you can only do for so much. You know what I think? So for me, I'm going there to see if, because I heard that the road is impassable right now, the rain has stopped it, to see if they can make some intervention. You know, we will do whatever we have to do to speed up the process. You know, so these are some of the things that we do.
Your district is right here in Montserrado.
Yes.
Is there any part that is not connected to telephone? That got connection issue?
Well, yes, I would. You know, I'm not going to say no because when you travel as far as Gidima,
right here in Montserrat,
right here in Montserrat, so there's one way. You know, you got to walk here, walk so before you get signal. Then you get Gidima. That we call that one Lower Broadville. Behind Riggs, they have telephone issues with signal.
Did you go out there to camping?
Of course. I went. I camping, and for me it was an experience. I was born, raised there, but some of those areas that I visited, I've never been there before. And you must understand, Broadville, District 17, has grown way above what we got to know. So. I was fortunate to visit those places as far as behind Artington, this place called Ogaran Base. All these kind of people are doing money. So the district, you know, I always argue with people. I say our district is the largest and most populated, and in Liberia, District 17 is.
You think so?
I know so. So when people say. Well, when people say District 4 is more populated than my district, I'm like, how? Because I know these things. You understand? So I think, by His grace, we'll do more. I'm looking forward to money from LACE for legislative projects. Right now, we are in the process of dedicating a hall in Zakamafi, that's Artington, to our community. That hall will also serve as a center to start TVET training for our women, for our rural women out there. You know, we already started that program, and we also in the process of.
Will it have that kind of capacity?
Well,
how can a hall becomes a training place?
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah. Well, we try to make improvise some way. You understand? And right now we are also in the process of constructing a hall that I promised the people in Natsko Village community. Another hall that they've been trying to get that hall started. I think before the election, I made a contribution of $100,000. That was $100,000 part of it they used to get the foundation started. And so we came back. We said, you know what? We made a promise, and we're going to finish this.
Where is it now?
Foundation. It's still at the foundation. We had to do some work there with the pillars and filling in the foundation, but we're about to go up now.
Don't you have any construction company legally operating in your area that is supposed to give the district some social corporate responsibility?
My man, it had to find. We're taking it over right now.
Okay, I know we'll come to the Capitol building to talk about national politics there, but you recently delivered your annual legislative report. I don't know whether this was the first time, but
I call it the SODA. SODA, State of the District Address.
I like that. Oh, you call it State of the District Address.
Yeah.
Let's look at it. Let's open it up. Mm-hmm. What's in it?
Well, just like I started in the program, I started with some focus area, some key area that our people in our community, rather that we, take, that we bring up to the top of our priority, which is number one, electricity. Mm-hmm. And let me say this: the electric LEC and thanks to LEC, Liberia Electricity Corporation, the World Bank, the government of Liberia, they've done a very good job with the expansion and connection of homes in the district. In the phase 2, in the phase 1 project. And there has been a break-in, but there are a lot of words in that from LEC, from some sources in LEC that the World Bank has given a non-verbal agreement to LEC, and they are now in the process of concluding with the company to start phase 2. Okay. So we are sure that phase 2 connectivity and expansion would start in. I'm guesstimating August, just to be on the safe side. Mm-hmm. But be as it may, I think the government is sure that electricity will be expanded through our district. So every day I go, I hear people crying about electricity. Mm-hmm. I think before the end of the year, a lot of our district will be connected. And I'm also pushing LEC to extend the electricity to a community like Clare Ashland, Millsburg, Artington. The problem here with Artington serve the country with current, and they don't have current. Wow. You don't have electricity. The dam is located right there. Millsburg is right there. Just a wire thrown away. And so I don't understand that.
Most of the time when you ask the engineer, they say you have to come Moreville, then it goes back. The last time I asked the same question in Bensonville. I said, why the wire passing over the place, no current? They said, no, you got to go, then you come back. So I said, why? Anyway, maybe that's technical. That's technical. I don't understand it.
Yeah. So I'm very, very, very optimistic that we keep on the engagement. Electricity is by far one of the most requested thing in our district. In your district, but it has gone a good way. People in VOA community, not the whole VOA community, but Jatuna Town community, Nasco Village community, Central Broadville, they have electricity already. So we are very, very, very keen on the expansion coming up shortly. Another one we talk about is that, like I said, road and infrastructure development. Again, I must say thanks to the government of Liberia through our documented advocacy. I remember when I came in, when I took office, I said, look, this is not a political conversation I'm coming here. This is not a CDC issue. This is not a United Body issue. This is not a CPP issue. This is a road issue. Our roads in District 17 needs to be paved, not only graded. You understand? And I did mention the VOA corridor, the Jaturo Town corridor. I'll send you the video. I said it. I sent it to. I posted it. I sent it out to Minister of Public Works, and I'm glad that the Minister of Public Works in the government has the VOA road is been paved, concrete, and now they are on Jaturo Road. I'm very, very, very glad. Well, look, this is when you come to development and when you come to doing all those things, it's not politics, because your citizens live there. Look, Clarence, at the end of the day, when I'm leaving the scene to get any opportunity, I want to tell the people that it was during my time. It was during my time that these projects was done in the district. You understand? I mean, that makes me proud. That makes me happy. So the government is doing their part in our district. Of course, the road that the main road that's going through. I think it will open up the district, bring more opportunities to our district. So I'm looking forward to that. Women empowerment. So this is one of the most challenging aspects in our district. You go everywhere, the women, and for good reason, the economic strain. Everybody know that. So what I've come to find out just by taking a huge sum of money, 200,000, 300,000, and giving it to a group of women, I don't think it's sustainable. So we are working with an NGO called She's Inspired. And what they do, we provide the capital, and they train these women. Okay. Soup making, tada, one or two other disciplines. They train them, they graduate, and then we take more money, put it there, so they can start their own business. I think that would be a better way, because these grants you give women loan, half of the time, that political money, and you don't see the results. So we were able to graduate the first 156 women from behind NASCO Village, and another 150 women from Kobuna Shop is personally going through the training. At our district sitting, we're also able to establish the $1 million women skills training initiative. Small, man. Yeah, the man out there plenty. You gotta do it, little, you understand? And with that, we hope to train 1,000 women before
$1 million came to train 1,000 women.
Yeah, you know, I mean, Liberian dollars. You know, we hope to train because you say 150 women will cost you probably like 1,000 something for. It's like a 6 to 8 week training program. You know, you provide all the materials and you have to, you know, compensate the trainer and so forth. So we're looking at train. I think if you train 1,000 women in some sort of skills, I think you'll see the result.
Did you say anything about health in your soda?
Absolutely.
What did you say?
So, and thank God you've adopted also the word soda.
The soda, yeah. I will live with it.
Instead of the district that is instead of the district. Okay. So let me touch on healthcare. Our district, I'm not even going to lie, it's been challenged, but there was some goodwill again from the rehabilitation and dedication of the maternal and child health ward by Electra Chapter 6. Thanks to them, I was into that program in Clashland. They left Clashland with a very, 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 very nice facility to accommodate, you know, deliveries. Also, the construction, renovation, and dedication of the Artington Clinic by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in November 2025. Thanks to the Church of Jesus Christ. And also the rehabilitation of One Way Health Center by the French Development Agency. Those are some of the things that happened at district. But one of the things I'm very proud of is the Blue Foundation. The Blue Foundation.
You run a foundation?
I ran that foundation even before I got into politics. The Blue Foundation. It's very, very secretive but very effective. These women and gentlemen, should I say, have been working since 2016 from communities to communities, providing free medical service, especially to our rural community. Look, I'll send you pictures. You know, one of our nurses there, she moved back home from the United States of America, had nice, and just her passion to serve like that is amazing. I can't even pay those people. There's nothing that you can do for that dedication. Clarence, I want to say something to you. We here in Monrovia, a stripe of paracetamol, we overlook it. See how important it is back there. See how important it is back there. I buy a pack of paracetamol, I take one, the rest of it, I probably don't even know where it go. But people out there needs the help, and I'm very proud of the Blue Foundation. You know, we provide these medicines to go out there and save lives. They've been doing it. One of the constraints right now is, you know, our only ambulance we have is sport and it's not give up. I had, I think, that since 2016. You know, we running around. So in this year, we have to supply them with an ambulance back in the district. So that's one of the things.
Want to buy an ambulance?
Yeah, yes, of course. I think we need it. But for the population we have, there has to be an ambulance in District 17. There has to be an ambulance in District 17. So that is one thing that we will work on this year. By His grace, we will deliver.
Okay. Representative Bernard Benson, District 17. What went wrong at the ceremony when you were delivering your annual legislative or your state of the district report? You know, there are multiple accounts on the social media, depending on who's posting and who's explaining. But what happened there?
Yeah, Clarence, let me just say this before I even get into that. You've known me from the genesis of my politics. Citing people when you call a name and say, yeah, they want to do it, and you call a name and say, this person did this. No. You know, I've never supported violence. Violence has never been associated with anything I've done. In my private life, in my business life, have never been. And I absolutely denounce it at all costs. Whoever started, I denounce violence. I got to know about the situation after the program. You understand? What I've learned is the struggles, the fracas started. I was not even at at the hall. I was still home because before I go to this program, I rest. I have to rest. You go into this to the sitting, you know you're gonna stand up for at least an hour. So I like to have a good rest. I was briefed after.
So you were not even in the hall?
No, I was not there. When I was not there. I was to my house. It's after the program. Because when you're in the conversation, you don't know anything that's going outside. That's the first thing. But I was not even there to even know if anything. And as soon as I came, I went straight in the hall. You got the traditional people. They have all these people there. You have to welcome them, go and sit down and make sure they are accommodated well. You understand? Unfortunately, what I've learned is a group of students and others said that they came to in the word peacefully protest, but the video is there, that I should look after the students' community. Fair enough. That's their rights. They have rights. They are my citizens. What I've learned is that they was at the door, blocking the door, and the other group came. But this is it. There should be, with the presence of the police there and supporters there in a very happy mood, there should be no way why the police should sit there and let one group go there. I don't understand that. You understand? But be as it may, I regret the situation. I'm working with the police.
Are they investigating?
Absolutely.
Some people, did somebody get injured? Did people get
injured? Yes. According to police, a few people got injured. I saw on social media also. On 2 days ago, I provided some resources to the police, of course, so you can verify that to the police. To at least first thing first, before we start talking, let's take care of people that got injured. You
should have provided money to clinics to treat people instead of the police. Why did you give police money?
I think the police with the victim work with the police, and I think the police provided to the. I'm saying the police here, so I can be on record that was provided. There is a pending meeting, and I'm Clarence. I think I will crown myself as the most accessible and available representative in the 55th legislature. My constituent can find me anywhere. As a matter of fact, to the district office, I think I'm there almost every day, sitting out right there. Accessible to everybody. We sit down there, we eat there, we do everything. So if people want to find me, it's a very simple thing. It is that easy. You understand? So I regret the situation.
So you were not physically present.
No,
you did not give any physical instruction to beat and naked somebody. Because that's the impression I'm getting.
But I didn't even know I had that kind of power to tell somebody to beat a person and cause violence on this other person to do. Clarence, from the inception, from the genesis of my politics, have you heard anytime, have you heard any violent story about me? Come on now. I ran in Montserrat County. Well, not District 17. I ran in Montserrat County and came second. There has never been, through all my social activities, through all my political activities, there have never been anything along with violence. And not now. Why will a Bernard Blue Benson, DJ Blue, that is a symbol of hope to many youth, look at the police or the other group and say, y'all go beat them for what? What we do to me? So you gotta understand now. The opponent will say what they want to say. Not political actors are. We everything is politically charged. Which I don't. The funny thing about
did somebody send somebody? Because they should be students.
That the police, I think.
So how many persons in police custody?
The last time I knew it was 3.
for rioting or what? For what?
Well,
Disturbing?
Well.
Okay, we'll reach out to the police to find out.
Yeah.
Representative Bernard Benson is here. Let's come Capitol building.
Yes, sir.
Going to section today?
I'm already dressed for section. I'm dressed for section already. Of course, I'm going to section.
Why a lot of people believe that you people want to make, I will not say the legislature because I'm particular, Liberians are now particular about the House.
Mm-hmm.
They think you people are becoming increasingly intolerant. By the time somebody tell you, say, helping the man for question, help the man can't. Why you want?
No,
what kind of picture you're creating?
Well, I'm not going to speak for the leadership. I'll speak for myself. But this is it, Clarence. We are human beings just like yourself.
Exactly, I know that.
If you cut me right now, the blood, what you can cut you, that same thing will come. I get small title that our people trusted us with. You cannot wake up in the morning, go to social media, come on OKFM or through some other medium, and just denigrate us without proof. You come and say, DJ Blue, I know for a fact that DJ Blue stole $60,000. So you don't think that I go through emotional strains just like you? Or because a leader, I'm going to tell him my name sport like that? No. I support accountability. If you say so, prove it. Prove to me that I'm a thief. Prove it. But people must not hide behind, okay, the man a leader, I can insult him, I can insult his mom, I can insult his pa, I can talk to him, or any kind of way. Come on, man, we are leaders.
Why do you think people do what they do?
Because examples are not being shown. I mean, look, let me tell you something. You go right in Sierra Leone. You can't just go on social media and demean an MP just like the way we go through the social media things.
They do that a lot, DJ. Even the office of the first lady, they read a lot of nasty things about her.
Yes, but it's not as bad as it is here. You understand?
But some of you members of the legislature also cast expression on people in the executive, and you cast expression on opposition people.
Stop doing this. You say some of you. You interviewing me yet.
And DJ, no, I don't want to say DJ Blue, because collectively is the House of Representatives. But then the thing about it also is that some of you even cast expression on a very institution. Some of you members of the House come on and say that place is corrupt. I regret going there, and those so you bring yourself in the public.
I agree with that. I agree with that to a certain extent. But then again, those are some of the frustrations some of our members have.
So then when people in the public say, hey, you want to beat them. But your friends, your colleagues will say, hey.
When people come in the public and say that the legislature has been bribed, you should have. That's far different from saying.
What can you do over there to change public perception and impression about you? For example, when Fonati Kofa was over there before his removal, there was an issue about audit of the house.
Right.
Don't you think some of these things are important so that people will begin to, because when the place is audited, investigated, and reports come out and you exonerate, then people change their mindset.
Yeah.
But people can cry with blood. It can happen.
And I'll say this. I will endorse auditing the house. Remember, I used to serve as chairman on the committee of information. And one of my recommendations made to the leadership that time was, look, I don't think that we're telling our story the right way. We're not telling our story. The House of Representatives is not telling our story. So perception takes hold. Whatever people think is, and they'll run with it. Once you tell your story, people will perceive. And I recommended things that we can do to tell. In the audit, my communication is still there, and auditing that the 55th was one of it. Another one was us mounting stations around that every day that we are on the station telling, explaining to our people things that is going on. We are not telling our story. So perception takes hold of the day, Clarence. I think that is it. Are we perfect in the house? Absolutely not. I'm not going to say that things don't happen. Of course, things happen there. Unfortunately, I'm not a part of leadership. You understand? So I won't be able to explain more on that.
Okay, so let's take to the lands. Except that sometimes then some of your colleagues will come and say, Luther Collins will come out and say, yeah, the money here, they give it to me, and I'm my own. That FOC, I seize the money. And then you want people in the public to say when you yourself said that about the institution. Sometimes I'm wondering. People think you people are attempting to infringe on the rights of other people.
No,
and the things
absolutely.
the things that make our democracy better everywhere in the world. People say things, other people come to say things, the politics.
But say the facts now.
Well, I don't know what you call the facts. Because sometimes you gotta be careful.
But Clarence, suppose I go and jump on my own radio station tomorrow and say, Clarence Jackson, that boy is a thief. He's a thief. He don't do this, he don't do that, he don't do that. Come on, man. Come on, my brother. You know why I'm saying those things? Let me come with some evidence now. That's the only thing. You can criticize.
You get plenty people to call one to appear before you.
What, you talking for your man?
I know y'all get it energy. Y'all get plenty people to call one.
Check that, my boy.
No, but sometimes government people I don't know. But anyway. Okay, let's get to you. 0777700099 and 5. DJ Blue will have to give me 3-4 minutes of the time. I would like to speak to Senator Eddie Snow on something, but let's go to the line. I know that your constituents are calling. Hello.
Hi.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Jack, call your radio up.
Fine. My name is Buster L. Joe, and I call you from Groveville.
Yeah, Buster, let's hear you.
Let me say good morning to my honorable representative, Representative Blue.
Yes, sir.
That's it. All right, so my attention has been drawn to one of the things he talked about, even though he talked about many things. But Representative Blue, my issue is about the electricity. I live in a Christopolis community, 4th Street. It will amaze you to know, Representative Blue, all around us have electricity. Only that particular place, we don't have electricity at all. I will even appeal to you to just go there tonight and see the kind of a dark environment we sleep in on a daily basis. We've called the LEC people, we've talked, we've cried. No one has come to our aid. Our kids want to study. I mean, the place is dark. We spend so much money on our individual generator. And Representative Blue, it is a urgent call to you to please help us to see how we can get our electricity in that place.
Okay.
Please.
Thank you.
Let's take a call from the People's Republic of China. Hello.
Good morning, Clarence, and good morning to the good people of Liberia.
Yep.
I'm Daniel David, and I join you from the People's Republic of China.
David, are you there? I didn't cut you off. Oh, he went off. David, you went off. I didn't cut you off. You call back, please. Hello.
Yeah, good morning, Clarence.
Good morning.
This is Marcus Azariah Detokawa, and I call from District Number 1, Maggie County.
Mm-hmm.
Let me thank you for the show. Good morning.
Good morning.
You know, the last questions Clarence asked about the perceptions of people that the House of Representatives is corrupt. I think eventually did not give the reference answer, and he got an analysis on himself. But to be frank, even most of them, before they could even enter the house, they have been saying the same thing.
Yeah, they themselves when they're campaigning.
Yeah, they have been saying the same thing that when we go there, we change the narrative. But then when they get there, they join the people there, and the narrative cannot be changed.
But I think TJ Blues are talking in Sierra Leone. I think West talking to leader rating, but leader on Facebook a West in Sierra Leone. Let's hear you. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think he's doing some good things in his district. I think he should continue on that path.
How you know? How you know?
Because with the statement, with the analysis with the district report and those things that he put into the report, I think they are good for our people, especially for our women.
Okay, thank you. Let's rejoin the guy from China. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, Clarence, I'm sorry. Like I say, I'm Daniel, and I call you from the People's Republic of China. Let me inform the people of Unit 17 that we have representatives Hesse Kazulu in that district. We have Honorable Sakio there, and we confronted them intellectually. Honorable DJ.
The guy is gone off the line again. You see my 2 hands on the ground, so I don't touch the phone. I don't really know what's going on over there. If that a network, brother, I really don't know. Let's hear you. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, but call your radio off now, Chief. Yeah, go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Clarence, how are you, sir?
I'm good.
Yeah, I want to talk to the honorable man concerning our district and actually, Brother CMJ district when going to articles in the Gulf.
What happened there?
From you, people will come inside here. That's the time who I'm talking about.
Yeah, but
people are coming from UA coming to just the time.
Mm-hmm.
They push share, they push, they draw, or wires, they share the whole area of wires and other place. But our own side, since the people just left the job like that, our side just get it out. Nothing, we don't even see no wire, nothing, and they get people almost opposite us. They get their own wire, they are enjoying everything. We don't our own side do nothing.
Okay. Good morning.
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 Morning, Clarence. Good morning to your studio guests.
Mm-hmm.
My name is City, and I call you from around Nima County.
Mm-hmm.
This morning, let me appreciate your studio guests this morning, Clarence. But one thing I want to tell DJ Blue, Honorable Blue, is that people in Liberia here can criticize the House of Representatives, including Yeka Koluba. When Yeka Koluba was in the House, he used to integrate all of his schooling every day in the House. And many other people, denigrating the House. Why is it that only this brother today, and they are calling him, because he's part of the government, or certain people in the House there, some of the schoolies don't like that man, or don't like that, so
Okay, thank you. Let me take you as a final caller. Hello.
Clarence, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Blue.
Good morning.
Yeah, my concern has to do with the trash, the way people treat the road from St. Paul Bridge all the way, somewhere in what they call Tutu Town there. And Clarence said something this morning about interagency cooperation. You are the representative. But see how the people waste the trash along the road there, Tutu Town there. How not dirty that place is. And I think that you need to work with the city mayor to put a halt to that, because the road will soon be constructed. If they don't stop it and the road is built, they will continue to waste the dead. People need to be sure in their comment. People living right on there, they dead one guy that lives there who is not mentally sound. He don't want to go waste the dead there.
Okay, he's heard it. Yes, Representative Benson, let's come back to you.
Okay, no, so let me clear the air with this this criticism thing. Nobody said you can't criticize, especially me, or the Capitol building, or do. When you come out to make these allegations, do it with facts. That's the only thing, and that's a checkmate thing. I think if you come out, especially me, some lapses, if you come up with it and let me know, I will adjust myself. But you can just come and just talk about some outlandish thing that you just perceive. That's all. That is all I'm saying. We are the people, Deputy. We will always be in the eyes of the people. The people always say negative things about us. But when you come in, you can call me ugly, fat, big God, or greedy, all the other things. I don't care. But when you come on and say I'm a rogue, I stole the money from you, that problem I get with you now. You understand? And just like I told you, Clarence, one of the biggest concern about people in the district is electricity. It is electricity. And the Buster, I will come in Chrysopolis tonight, 4th Street. I will do that before I go to sleep tonight. I will come there in the night.
You're promising the mail. The mail will be us out.
I will come there. I will come in Chrysopolis tonight. But let me just say this. Yeah, and I think I started the program, as Clarence knows, I started the program with enlightening our people that phase 2 for the electricity expansion will cover all these areas. It will cover all these areas. Chrysopolis, of course. And what I wanted to tell my people, 2 years ago, our district was looking at on the bay. You know how on the bay can be? But now we are seeing lots of improvement. So let us continue engaging positively. It's the government of Liberia initiative, LEC, World Bank. But we just got to keep engaging to make sure that it speed up. But I can guarantee you that with what I know, that these expansion will happen. Connectivity will happen in our district. For the trash issue, and I think at the end of my report, I made it known that these are some of our constraints, the trash issue. I think I need to send you a copy of my soda.
Okay.
So you can go through. The trash issue was one of our constraints. It's just like the caller suggested. I think I will engage the commissioner of Virginia and of course the mayor of Broadville, so we can see if we need to include if we need to start seek help from the Morovia City Corporation in some way. But that is an issue in our district, the trash, and I highlighted in our report.
Okay, DJ, Representative Bloom.
My man, you can call me DJ, not Bar.
Yeah, no, but when we're on radio, like different things altogether.
Let me tell you the funny thing. People that think that I would take exception when they say DJ, that DJ calling as a representative. For your information,
the name I saw you, man.
I put DJ on a ballot paper.
You put it there?
Yeah. But look. Every election I ran from the senatorial time up to now, I put DJ Blue. But I can't put Bona Benzi.
That's strategy.
It is a political strategy.
Good strategy.
People know me as DJ. The Oman account, they say they carry the D. They get no D now. Then J. So when people say the mayor DJ, I can just laugh. Thank you. At least you know I'm a DJ. That was so me. Huh? So that's it. So you can say DJ anytime you want. We answer.
You were at the NAMOD program?
No, absolutely not. I didn't.
I thought you were a member.
No. I'm not a member.
You're still with the...
I'm the national chairman of the People's Liberation Party. The People's Liberation Party, our new office is located on Jarlaton Road. And we are undergoing right now a mass phase of
my man, long time program here, boy, your man, you're still existing, yeah?
You see?
You're still existing, yeah?
You know just now.
the man play Max Politan, that can't understand.
No, I'm a big brother there. I'm a big brother.
I predicted every single thing that was going to happen in that district.
Yeah, well, you did, but you know, all about that, I'm a big brother. I respect my big brother, you know what I mean? Yeah, that I'm a big brother.
No. Okay, somebody say he has done a lot with the young people, especially with sports. Somebody said, please ask him for Florida area in Moton Corner, but he has done well. Okay, I know that I see electricity issue. Representative Benson, thank you so much for coming. Give us your parting comment before we let you go.
And let me say this. I think one of the biggest things that's trending right now is the issue at the conference center with the young people. I avail myself to work with the young people.
Yeah.
I'm due to travel in the next couple of days, but when I come back, I will avail myself to have an inclusive meeting with the young people. Let us sit and talk. You know what I mean? Let me know how we can work together. I'm open to that. Okay. Let me know. You know, the resources are limited. Just like I said, you have all sectors of our district looking for improvement. Let me know how we can help in that regard.
Thank you so much. But let me take your call before you go, Representative Sam P. Jala. What you want to say something?
Yeah, Honorable Blue is my adjacent neighbor. I just called to say commendation to his work, his appearance.
Thank you.
He's normally running to my district, I'm running to his district, and we stay cool. I just want to say thank you for that. Thank you for him.
Hold on, before you go, Honorable Jala.
He going, but he listening.
Thank you for that road. Thank you for that. The man help me. Where my mission stopped, the man continue.
Look at it, man. Look at all the DJ Pro man calling. I'm taking your call. I will not call your name. They 100% DJ supporter here calling me. Okay, but Representative Benson, thank you so much for coming, man.
Thank you.
Okay, Bernard Benson, Representative District Number 17, Montserrat County. I have the chairman of the ECWA Parliamentary Committee on Peace, Security, African Peer Review Mechanism, bombing Senator Aaron Snow. Senator Snow, good morning, man.
Clarence, good morning. Good morning, DJ Blue. How are you?
Yeah, the man left already. He woke up already. He walking, going. Don't, but the man just greeting you. The man just greeting you. Senator Snow, how are you? Where are you? From outside Liberia or what?
I'm out of the country. I'm outside Liberia. I'm in Abuja.
Okay, I'm calling you so that we talk a little bit because I have like 8 minutes still to go on the program. I'm calling you specifically about the situation in Senegal, about Usman Sonko and President Afar. I think there was an issue. He was dismissed. I'm hearing he's supposed to be, I don't know, I should say, admitted or readmitted as a member of parliament, saying he had lost the job in the government. And there's the likelihood he could contest to be president of the National Assembly because of the resignation of the speaker. What do you know about the politics in Senegal as far as the relationship between both young men is concerned?
Well, Clarence, what is happening in Senegal was predicted by a lot of political analysts. Power, there's no small power. There's no small power, there's no big power. Once you have power, once you have authority, you exercise the authority. So Senegal, as you know, and because of time, both Sonko and Joma Faye were both imprisoned by the former regime led by President Macky Sall. Unlike Sonko, who was convicted for child molestation or corrupting the youth, like it was claimed, there was conviction which banned him from contesting as president because he was granted pardon, but because there was a charge on him, he could not contest as president. Joma Faye, who is also a member of the party, both of them being in prison, I think they formed a stronger alliance, and when they came out, Joma Faye was anointed to become the running mate with the standard bearer, the flag bearer of the party. So they ran together on the campaign, and the slogan in Senegal was voting for Joma Faye is voting for Sonko. So the two of them ran a very popular campaign, and they won the election. Once they won the election, but then in Senegal they have a different system. So you have the proportional representation system in Senegal. So Joma Faye ran as president. Sonko ran as member of parliament, so he was on the list of parliament as parliamentarian. When both of them won the election, Sonko was appointed as prime minister. Now, in the Senegal constitution, once you are a member of parliament and you are appointed to the executive, you exclude your seat, you serve in the executive, also while you are listed on the parliamentarian list. If for any reason you resign or you are dismissed, you can return to your seat.
Wow.
Now, Sonko is actually the leader of that party, so he was serving as prime minister. And when he was dismissed over the weekend, it's clear that today, this morning, as I speak to you, the process is ongoing. He's returning to parliament to take his seat as a parliamentarian. But then the speaker, who is a strong ally of Sonko, has resigned as speaker of parliament, making it a vacancy in the parliament for the speakership. So it's widely believed, and it's clear that there will be an election today for speaker, and Sonko is definitely going to be the new speaker of Senegal. So he's no longer prime minister. He was dismissed, but he was now delisted from the list of parliamentarians. So he was still a parliamentarian, and now he's returning to the parliament. He's going to be elected today as the new speaker of parliament, which is going to be a major power play in Senegal. Already they have appointed a new prime minister, an economist. As you know, Senegal was going through a very, very bad political financial crisis. There were monies that were not declared. There were debts that were not declared by the previous government. The IMF suspended over $1.8 billion of credit line from Senegal. And they were going through a major financial crisis.
And I'm also told that when they took over now, there was a major reform in the elections code that provides that Usman Sonko can now run for president.
Yeah, the parliament did that. Now the argument is, and that has to be tested in the court. So the parliament was able to push the record that he was clear of those charges, but it was not validated by the Supreme Court. So the argument now is, even though the parliament did it, but it was a judicial matter, judicial decision that was not fully clear by the court. So that will be tested in the court. But Sango has made it clear, based on his popularity, his strength, everything in Senegal, that with or without that, he will still contest the next election as president. So again, we have yet to see that. Senegal, as you know, Senegal and Cape Verde are the only two countries in West Africa that have not experienced a military takeover. We pray that that does not happen. We
Now, Snow, based on your experience in politics, not just in Liberia, but in the sub-region, what do you think is going to happen? What could you predict? Because the both men are from the same party. He fired the man going back as a parliamentarian. He will become speaker. Obviously, I know he will do that. There will be a major power play. And I'm thinking, I've spoken to some of my colleagues, they're making me to believe that Usman Sanko will control the major propaganda machinery of the party and maybe of the government, and Faye could just be sitting there as a president. Don't you think there could be a breakaway, because two of them will not remain in our party?
Well, Sango is the head of the party. He's the leader of the party. Sango is the most popular politician in Senegal today.
Wow.
So definitely there will be power play. There will be power. He's going to be a very powerful speaker. The president, of course, he has executive powers. He has the military. He has state control, machineries and everything. But Sango is going to be a very, very powerful speaker. And again, under the constitution, the president can dissolve parliament, but he can only do that 2 years.
You can do that 2 years after the election. So it's going to be somewhere way in November.
Around November. He can only do that in November, where he can dissolve parliament and call for fresh election. And then if now, it's believed that Joma Faye is already linking with those from the Macky side of the politics.
He will have no option but to link with them, the people he didn't like. He will be forced.
Definitely. So Sanga is more radical. He's an activist. Joma Faye is a young lawyer. He's not a very strong politician, but he's in very good boots with the West, for example. Now, Sango, as you know, expelled the French troops from Senegal against the will of Joma Faye. There have been a lot of things with the international community that both of them had disagreed on, but on the grassroots support from Senegalese.
That's the other side that's going to make it hard for Usman Sango. Now, you know, locally, all politics local. He got a grassroots support. He's the most powerful guy. But outside of the country, it's seen Joma Faye seem to be a darling boy of the West and blah 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 blah. So, and then in November, when he dissolved the entire government, Usman Sango will no longer be the speaker of the parliament. And am I correct?
Well, he dissolved the parliament, not the government.
He dissolved the parliament, so it's going to cripple Usman Sango. How is he going to make a comeback? Because when the president dissolved the parliament, the president is going to, he's going to...
The president will have to call for a new election, fresh election in 90 days. So if Sango is still popular...
And Sango, oh my word, no, it's difficult. The man will still win.
He will still run and make a comeback. So that's the catch-22. I mean, they may not have the super majority they have today, since Joma Faye is already linking with Macky Sall's group of the politics. They could have additional seats, but it's the likelihood of the Sango group having the majority in parliament will still stand even after the fresh election.
It's a dangerous thing, man. Snow, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, Senator Aaron Snow. I'm imagining you president of the country, you're there, then you get one car speaker, very powerful, more than you, people listening to him more than you. How is it going to work? They need to talk. Okay, we are out of here tomorrow. We'll be back. My name is Piso. Bye-bye.